substitute for greatness. There is no substitute for greatness. On a Thursday night, you got your Bengals and the Ravens, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday night football, Amazon Prime. Your boy Jay will be streaming this in its entirety. So make sure you guys hit that like, that thumbs up. And of course, if you have not, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. Yeah, it's about to get interesting. It's about to get interesting. Baltimore is favored by 4 at home, and that's what I'm rocking with tonight. My prediction was for the Ravens. I do think they take it. My score prediction will be, I'm going to go Baltimore 28, Bengals 14. That's how I'm going to do it today. Baltimore 28, Bengals 14. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for kickoff. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. All right. DJ Spangler says you do a great job at this. Thank you, DJ Spangler. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for rocking with me. Welcome, welcome. Jacob in the house. Yo, I guess I have to beat the Bengals. Okay. Let's go, Jacob. Shout out to you. Richard in the building. Miss Diamond in the house. Shout out to Bob Evans. Rebecca in the house. Shout out to the Bills Mafia. Michelle. Let's go, Michelle. Says I'm calling Ravens too. I don't think Burrow has it in him. We'll see. We'll see soon. I'll tell you the truth. I would like to see Zach Wilson sit, and the Jets should give Trevor Siemian a chance. But we got 2 divisional games with the Dolphins up next. So, yeah, you know, when you get into those kind of transitions and when you're going to pick, you know, as far as a quarterback going in, I don't think you throw Trevor Siemian in this kind of, you know, warpath right now. I think you let Zach Wilson, you know, who's got his arms warmed up, actually go out there and do, you know, what he's paid to do. He's paid to go out there and win and try his hardest at it. So, yeah, I think that's what you do, my friend. What's up, Lori? What's going on with you? How you doing today? All right. All right. If Bengals lose tonight, the year is over for them. Yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, I think they'd be in the same kind of predicament that the Bills are in. So it's not entirely over, but it does look bleak. That is for sure. What's up, Forrest Green? What's going on with you? What's going on with you tonight? Rodney in the building. What's up, Rodney? What's going on with you, DeMidge? Let's go. Let's go. Darth in the house. Tom in the house says, hey, Jay. Shout out from the Chiefs. Says, let's go, Tom. Shout out to you, my man. Much love. Much love. Brian says, Bills Mafia, what do you think of OC Fire, Jay? So I dropped the video as soon as I got the news. It was literally like 30 seconds after I got the news. You know, I went over as far as what I thought about Ken Dorsey, and you know, like I said before, it's not a sense of me being happy that the man lost his job. But I am glad that he's gone because we needed a shakeup. We needed somebody new in there that was actually going to be fresh, coming with the appropriate game plan for the Bills, and, you know, essentially giving Josh Allen that, you know, I want to say time that he needs. And I think one big problem is this, as we get into this game, one big problem that I have with Josh Allen right now is I don't think he studies. I don't think he studies the film room. I don't think he takes the time to actually read the defenses and do his homework. So when you go out there every week, you know, it's kind of like, all right, what are we going to do? They're winging it every week because nobody's really doing their homework. And, you know, at some point, sure, you can talk about the talent and all that good stuff. But if you're not doing your homework and if you're not paying attention, then, you know, that talent's going to run out. Because you can't go out on the field every week and just improvise. And that's what we've been seeing for the last 10 weeks. We've been seeing a team that's improvising, that's just trying to win instead of, you know, having a proper game plan and knowing how to win. That's the difference. Shout out to James. What up, man? What's going on with you? Yes, he's not in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Rebecca. Ken Brown. Let's go, Ken. Patty in the house. D. Tenzel. All right, everybody. Mark in the building. Mark in the building. I never did my homework, but I came out all right. Hey, listen, it's okay to be average, you know? It's totally fine. But the people that did their homework, you know, are the ones that got the good grades and came out exceptionally well. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Start Zach for the 2 divisional games if he flunks to give Trevor a chance, and by no means bring back Rodgers this year for what? Yeah, you know, you've got no other option. You really don't. Trevor's not ready, and you can only hope that Zach Wilson can do just enough, and that defense can create a game. That's all, my friend. Shout out to you, Patty. Dar says they were limiting his movement and ordinal abilities, which make it harder to determine whether the D is in man or zone. Yes and no. It's definitely to a degree, because I can show you plenty of tape where, you know, Josh Allen drops back, he looks right, and then he looks left, and he's slinging that ball 40, 50 yards. You know, so at the end of the day, it's like I said, it's not just about them limiting Allen. It's the fact that he hasn't been studying defenses. I'll reference this every time we get into this conversation. If you actually go and look at Tom Brady and how he reads defenses and how he would move his eyes and how he can get safeties and, you know, cornerbacks to shift, that basically would tell you everything you need to know. Nobody moves when Josh is throwing the ball. They stay on their assignments. They don't shift. That's because his movements are basically predictable at this point. So hopefully Joe Brady can come in and make some changes, and then we see how it goes. Barry says, "What's good, Jay and the gang? How many points do you think the refs will score tonight?" Yeah, they're probably gonna get all the points for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do we got? 256 viewers, 70 likes. 70 likes. We need 30 more to put up the poll. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We need 30 more likes to get to 100. So make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up button. Once we get to 100, I will put up the poll for you guys so you can vote on who is going to win. Tennessee Tactical in the house. What up, man? What's going on with you? Reverend says, "Come on, Lamar Jackson. Let's go." Dead Bob, so the Bills could tear up the Jets similar to the Raiders after they booted McDaniels. Yeah, I mean, you know, I expect to see a spark on the offense just because of the change. The real question is, it's not the Jets, all right? The real question is the Eagles. Coming back then from the bye is, the Chiefs. That's the real question mark. And if you're going to make a run to the playoffs, you got to win these 3 games. Without a doubt, you got to win these 3 games. Chris Hall, what up, man? Of course, Father Time. Of course. Michelle, what do you think about the Bills coordinator fired? Michelle, so I dropped a video on it, and I've actually been talking about it for a while here now, too. So, yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, I think that with Dorsey gone, that the Bills may do better. It's not at 100%, right? Because at the end of the day, all this is basically is going to tell us whether or not Dorsey was the problem. So if, the Bills don't perform the way that we think they can when they get into the Jets game, then who's next on the chopping block? Well, you guys already know what I've been saying, so it shouldn't be any kind of surprise. You guys know. I think the firing should have came in a package deal, but we all know how that goes. And one will probably get to keep his job until decisions are made in regards to the playoffs. So there you go. All right. Adam, I got the Ravens, my friend. That was my prediction. Dulo in the house. What up, bro? Says Lamar on offense will be on fire. And defense, Kyle Hamilton. Ravens win by 5. Yeah, I had Ravens 28, Bengals 14. That was my score prediction. All right. Laurie says Baltimore for the win. Tactical Dorsey hit the door. Yes, sir, he did. I literally called it Monday night, Tuesday afternoon around lunchtime. That man was packing his bags. Gone. Out of here. Eagles fan, go Bengals. Shout out to you, Edwin. Let's go. Charles says, rest in peace, Bills. The Bills fans, thoughts and prayers. Charles, relax. Dead Boss says, firing coaches is now costly and the talent pool is very thin. Yeah, I mean, luckily they have people that they can promote from within, right? That's normally how how it goes. Bod says, do you think Jamar will get a lot of catches and yards, maybe even a touchdown today? I'm sure this Ravens defense is, accounting for Jamar Chase and how important he is to Joe Burrow's game plan. So, I do think he'll get a little burn, but it's definitely going to be tough. And if he gets shut down tonight, it's going to be a long night for the Bengals. Survival Family, what up, man? What's going on with you? Robert says, Jay, how do you like the Brunson and those Knicks last night? I didn't watch the game, but Brunson, he's always been decent. He definitely shows up. What's up, Nolan? What's going on with you? Red Hood says, come join Niner Nation, Jay. I am not a Finch jumper, my friend. I am not a Finch jumper. Who is ready for my Georgia Bulldogs versus Tennessee? That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're getting ready for kickoff. We got about 14 minutes for kickoff for your Bengals and the Ravens. Like I said, make sure you guys keep hitting that thumbs up. We're at 93 now. We need 7 more. 7 more likes, 7 more thumbs up, and I will throw up the poll for you guys. Clowney will be a force, without a doubt. I did think that injury that last week that he had could affect his game tonight. Hoping that he, shook it off, because you don't want to see him come back and have another situation where he actually does hurt or aggravate whatever was the problem last week. But yeah, he should definitely ball tonight. Silverback says over under 3 interceptions by Burrow. I do respect Burrow as a quarterback. I think the under tonight, under 3 might make sense. Nolan says, do you like the Bengals? Sure, why not? Why not? Patty, I got the Ravens. That was my prediction. Jeff King in the building says, good evening, folks. Hope everyone is good, as well as your families. Shout out to you, Jeff King. Much love, my friend. Dart says, having a ton of tight end sets while Knox was out was not putting Josh Allen in the best situation ever. I like the 2 tight end set. I think if you have a coach that can, properly maneuver through it, and you have an offensive coordinator who knows what the hell he's doing, can call the proper plays, and it could work. When you have a dual threat situation with tight ends, that opens up the deep ball, that opens up your running for the quarterback, that opens up so many different things. Jeffrey Miller, what up, man? What's going on with you all the way from the Philippines? Shout out to Fury Storm starting it off. Bringing out Mr. Ric Flair himself. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat, my friend. Thank you for the love and support. Says 49ers, what up, fam? Bills Mafia. Let's go. Patty says, Jay, I have the Ravens. Love Lamar. I do as well. That was my prediction tonight. All right. We're at that 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen, and I will go ahead and put up the poll. Go ahead and put up the poll for you guys so you can vote on who is going to potentially take this thing. I gotta get my glasses. It's terrible. But yeah, I gotta get my glasses. I do expect this poll to be close, though. What up, Ronald? What's going on with you, man? Big Ron in the house. There it is. Nolan says, you are the best YouTuber ever. Thanks a lot, Nolan. Thank you for the love and support, my friend. It is much, much appreciated. Ernie Brown in the house. What's going on with you, Ernie? Shout out to you. Teddy says, who is ready for the Chiefs game Monday? Listen, Monday is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Eagles, Chiefs, yeah, it's going to be a little wild. We're probably going to have to relax the chat a little bit, because it's definitely going to get deep, without a doubt. All right, Tech 713 in the house. Let's go. Quick shout outs to Brazil 10H2, as well as Edwin for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 10 minutes until tip off. Got the basketball hat on. Kickoff for your Bengals and the Ravens Thursday night football. All right. Make sure my sounds is all right. I think my sounds is all right. I think we're good.
Now my mind is blown. No surprise.
Shout out to Tech 713 coming through with the $5 super chat. Thank you for the support. Text 713. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for the love and support, my friend.
Barricades, walls are crumbling grounds. They shake, you came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave.
All right, quick shout outs to Ernie Brown coming through with the $2 super chat. Says, Jay, what are your thoughts on Draymond Green? You know, I haven't been able to watch. I haven't been privileged enough to watch Warriors basketball in the last few weeks. I did see the highlights because I get everything, right? So I did take a look at it real quick. I did glance at it. You know, Draymond, he's obviously going to stick up for his Warrior squad. That's what he does. And at the same time, you know, the suspension, I think it makes sense. There's been a lot of stuff that, you know, used to happen back in the day that, you know, people rarely got in trouble for, that they just let things go. But, you know, I think right now, Adam's basically making the league a little bit more, you know, try to make these guys more tough, right? They know people don't want that soft game anymore. So when you see a situation like that happen and he gets suspended for a few games, all right, cool. You know, it is what it is at that point. And at the end of the day, you know, that's Draymond being Draymond. So, yeah. Shout out to Sean. What's up, Jay? I need to see some Chase and Boyd touchdowns. As little Lamar rushing touchdowns as possible. And it'd be nice to see Mitchell take that #1 spot so I can have a bell cow for the playoff stretch. Shout out to you, Sean. Yeah, you know, I got the Ravens at home, man. That was my prediction. So I do think that it's definitely going to be an interesting battle for sure. But we'll have to see what the Bengals got for this Ravens offense. That's what's really going to be in question. What's up, Miguel? Shout out to you. What's up, Conrad? What's going on with you, man? Jason in the house. What up, Jason? What's going on with you? KMP in the building says like 132. Let's go. Bob says, I need a KC win Monday night. Come on. Dirty draws. Well, I know why you need it, right? I get why you need it. And, you know, I did say that KC, you know, would be my pick in the predictions. But the problem is this. The Eagles are playing great ball, right? My only qualm with the Eagles right now is their defense, just because of how many points they're allowing in the second half of some of these games. So, yeah, it's going to be a crazy one. It's definitely going to be a battle. Super Bowl rematch for sure. And we're here for it. You know, Monday I'll be streaming it. We'll be here Monday night. And, yeah, I am ready. So, before we get to that, though, we got a whole lot of football. We got these Bengals and these Ravens tonight. Sunday I will be streaming the Jets, the Bills, and then we'll just go right into the Vikings and the Broncos. And then Monday night, it's going to be the Chiefs and the Eagles. And then Thanksgiving week, ladies and gentlemen, Thanksgiving week. Holidays are coming. What's up, Jeff? What's going on with you, my man? Bob says, be here rocking with you, Jay. Shout out to you, Bob. All love. Bob, is this your second Thanksgiving? Or first? First or second? The Miz says, are the dirty draws like McDaniels with Brady Jockstrap? Yeah, I mean, once I found that out about Mahomes, I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. All right. Bob says second. Yeah, I thought it was a second. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. All right, 553 likes, ladies and gentlemen. 553 viewers. 142 likes. The next goal is going to be 250. So make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. And let's keep it going. Nolan says, I have $1,000. Shout out to you, Nolan. Good job, man. Make it two. Make it two. Bling the Pain says, yo, bring in the mass appeal. Shout out to you, man. Mario in the house all the way from South Dakota in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to you, Lutza. Lutza's in the house. Rich Gang in the building. Shout out to the family. No Sunday Night Football this week. Just 1 p.m. game and a 4 p.m. cool. No, the Jets and the Bills play at 4 o'clock. So Jets and Bills 4. And then we'll just go right into the Broncos and the Vikings at 8. 50-50 poll. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I knew this poll was going to be about dead even. I said if there was going to be an edge, it would probably be Bengals by like 1 or 2. But as I'm seeing now, Ravens 52%. So yeah, as we get close to this game, this thing is going to get real interesting and probably tighten up even more for sure. And then it'll probably be stuck at 50-50 for a while. And then what'll happen is as the game goes on, you'll start to see it shift as these guys start playing. So without a doubt. All right. Shout out to ESP Matt coming through with the $2 super chat. Says got a $2 raise at work. Hard work paying off. Shout out to you, Matt. Let's go. We celebrate excellence, hard work, and improvements in life. And shout out to you, Matt. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, what's going on with you, Steph? How you doing tonight? Joseph is watching from Santo Domingo. Let's go. Ming says, for Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for all NFL I ever wanted. Every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Shout out to you, Ming. Much love, man. I appreciate all you guys as well. Yeah, so Thursday, obviously I'm not going to be streaming the games because I will be cooking. But I will pop on to do a live stream with you guys just to, chat it up and, give our what are we thankful speech, all that kind of good stuff. Wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. And then Friday, Black Friday, I'll get some shopping done. And then we'll do the Black Friday game. So there you go. What up, Jake? What's going on with you, bro? Friday game next week is going to be weird. Yeah. But I get what you mean, but it's going to be close because last game the Ravens had against the Bengals, I think the Ravens won by just like a field goal. Yeah, Justin Tucker, that man, he's a game winner. It may even happen in this game. It may come down to Justin Tucker winning the game. So, yeah. Father Time says that check-in counts, Jay? Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. This is my third season that I'm doing this. So, without a doubt. We keep traditions going over here, for sure. All right, Teddy says, I'm thankful for my mom. Shout out to you, Teddy. You should be. She's the reason why you are here, my friend. Along with the man upstairs. And your dad, but yeah. Grizzly says Ravens 19, Bengals 33. Oof. Okay. Father Time says third with you. Let's go. Shout out to you, Father Time. I'm sure Purple will pop in. She's not here yet. 30 more likes, 30 more thumbs up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It is much, much appreciated. We need 30 more to get to 200. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Eric says, hey, Jay, over, under, 4 sacks for Ravens D. It's tough to get Joe, man. It's tough. Let me actually go look at how many sacks Burrow has taken. And then that'll give me a better idea as far as what they could get in this game. So let's see. Let's look at the stats. His last 5, he was sacked 4 times in the Texans game, once in the Bills game, 3 times in the 49ers, 3 times in the Seahawks, and 3 times in the Cardinals game. Yeah, I would say that's a good sample to use. And go with 3. Yeah, 3. So that probably makes sense. Mages, what up, man? What's going on with you, Mages, in the house? We got about 2 minutes until kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes until kickoff as we prepare for these Bengals and these Ravens for Thursday Night Football. We're at 188 likes. We need 12 more to get to 200. So if you have not, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Like I said, it is much, much appreciated. We need 12 more to get to 200, and let's keep it going. Shout out to Bob Evans. Let's go, Bob. Woo! Shout out to Bob coming through with the $2 super chat. Says Jay knows his stuff. Sure do. Put in the work. I put in the time. And that's why you guys are all here today. For sure. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, Bob. Much, much appreciated. What up, Sarah? What's going on with you, Sarah, in the house? As we get prepared here for kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just a little hot. I don't like this weather. Just back and forth. Hot, cold, hot, cold. Do something. Weather. If you're going to snow, go ahead and snow. Get over with. Let it snow. Let it snow. All right. Looks like these Bengals will be singing off to the Ravens, and they will be starting off with the ball first. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have kickoff as the Bengals will send it, and that's going to be a touchback. Ravens will take it at the 25, 1st and 10. All right. Randy says, go Ravens. West Virginia watching. Keep up the great work, Jay. Shout out to you, Randy Smith. Thank you for the love and support, my friend. Thank you for rocking with us tonight. I got to take this jacket off. I'm hot. I'm a little hot. Hoodie got to come off. It's too hot for the hoodie right now. It's too hot. Luda says, oh, Jay, stop that. I don't want snow. Yeah, I just don't want the, 50, 60 degrees and then drop back down to 30, hit 25, then come back up to 65. Like, just stay cold. Stop being bipolar. Here we go. 1st and 10. Lamar drops back, throws deep. This is going to be caught. It's high, but that's going to be to Andrews. And that's going to be a first down on the first play as Andrews gets about 13 yards on the catch. And Jackson looking poised, calm, cool. It is now 1st and 10 at the Ravens 39. Shout out to Purple. What's going on with you, Purple? Donnie says, what's good? What up, Donnie? What's going on with you, bro? Lori says, OJ, you are hilarious. Singing Let It Snow, and you live in WNY. Baby, it's coming. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Here we go. 1st and 10 as Lamar is under center. I can't sing, guys. I'm just joking around. But here we go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. This will be a handoff as they try to hit that left gap, and that's going to be for no gain, maybe 1 yard. And it'll be 2nd and 9 for these Ravens. Greasy Flight says AFC North is the class of the NFL. Yeah, they're looking really interesting right now. That AFC North, there's a lot of stuff that can happen for sure. And this is the start of it, to be honest. Joey V says, JR, what's good, bro? Always holding us down. Yes, I am. Just like you guys hold me down. But here we go. 2nd and 9 for these Ravens as we have motion. 10 seconds on the play clock. Bengals showing a 5-man rush. They bring 4. Lamar steps up, throws. It's going to be caught, and that will be a first down. Still going on his feet, still moving. Hits the 30. Looks like he gets to the 28 there, and that's going to be Flowers on the move, ladies and gentlemen. Big play, 33 yards, as these Ravens will get to the Cincy 27. First down for your Ravens. Jimbo in the house. What up, Jimbo? What's going on with you? Donnie says, had a blast with y'all the other night. Got a glass of wine, and I'm ready to enjoy some football. Shout out to you, Donnie. Let's go. Get yourself a nice little drink and enjoy the game, my friend. Here we go. 1st and 10, as this is going to be a keep by Lamar on a design run, and he'll go down, gets about 8 yards on the scramble, and that's going to lead to 2nd and 3 at the 20 now for these Ravens. Shout out to you, Priscilla. Let's go. Ming says, put the Ravens down to the deep, down to the black hole. All right. Sounds kind of ominous, but I get it. Hashtag Purple Don't Play. 2nd and 3 as we have 12 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock in this first quarter. We have motion. Defense steps up as they show a 4-man rush. 2nd and 3, snap is off, handoff up the middle, and that is going to be a loss of a yard on that run there to be 3rd down now for these Ravens. 12 minutes on the clock and rolling. Call an audible, Lamar. The defense is stepping up. You're still going to go with the run play. Doesn't matter. All right, cool. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Lamar tries to get out of trouble. He does. And he's just going to keep this and hits this edge. He gets the first down and then just sits down. All right, first down. That's kind of weird. I don't know why he did it that way, but hey. If you don't want to slide, you don't want to slide. I get it. So that's going to be first down now for these Ravens as they get to about the 13, first and 10. All right. All right. Nigel says, do you not do audio of the games anymore? I do not. Unfortunately, YouTube purchased the rights to the NFL as far as for Sunday Ticket. So now they will suppress the stream if there is any kind of game audio played. Quick throw. This is caught by Andrews. Plenty of space. He'll get 9 yards on the catch. And it'll now be 2nd and 1. Shout out to Frederica. I'm going to make sure you hear me this time. Shout out to you, Frederica. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Since y'all know what's good, Jay and the Wrench Gang here for the dub. Another 50 for the real dub. Shout out to you, Frederica, coming up in the game. Thank you for the love and support. Hey, I got your Ravens tonight. That was my prediction. And we'll see. We'll see. It's looking so good so far. It's 2nd and 1. Quick timeout commercial break as we hit the 11-minute, 5-second mark in this first quarter. Quick timeout. Shout out to you, Frederica. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the $20 donation. All right, so 2nd and 1. They're at the 4 on the Bengals side. Ravens looking to score and do something here. And we'll take a quick timeout commercial break. All right. All right, what do we got? 1,144 viewers. 229 likes. We're trying to get to that 500 mark next, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have not, make sure that you do hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Let's keep it going. Quick timeout, commercial break. Commercial break. Quick shout outs to Malkuya for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. RC Buck says this is going to be a knockdown, drag out game, yet only one nation. Shout out to you. So yeah, Mark Andrews, I think, was injured on that last play, and he looks to be walking off of the field now. And unfortunately, it looks like, so he caught the ball. Ooh, and he may have tweaked his ankle, but this is going to lead to a handoff up the middle for the Ravens. And I think they got the 1st and goal here. But yeah, Andrews did walk off the field potentially with an injury, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Robert says, Jay, Jets suiting up the rookie Izzy at this week in place of Carter. Yeah, I want to see what he does. I think, when Carter first, I remember Carter was first playing. He was decent. He was nice. I don't know what happened. Maybe a change as far as, the game plan. And they got rid of him. But here we go. 1st and goal. It's going to be a toss, run through, and that's going to be a touchdown for your Ravens, ladies and gentlemen. Ravens getting it going. And there it is. There it is. Right up the gut. Hard running. Bengals defense, no answer. And that will be a touchdown for these Ravens, getting it started off strong. And there it is. There it is. 10 minutes and 2 seconds left in this first quarter as these Ravens will score a 3-yard touchdown, ran in by Edwards. And pinning the extra point. Score will be 7-0. 7-0. Have the Bengals taken the field yet? No, they have not. They have not taken the field yet. This is the first drive, first possession in the game. So now the Bengals will be taking it after the kickoff. And we'll have to see what they can do. If they can come down the field and do the same thing. Because if the Ravens can keep up that last series and keep that momentum, it may be a long night for these Bengals. All right. Purple says, by the way, I picked Joe. Don't really care who wins. Shout out to you, Purple. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of people like Joe, obviously, for, you know, LSU days and, you know, whether or not you're an actual Cincinnati fan or you just like the guy, you know, what he's done to the league. But then on the flip side, you know, I feel like the same thing goes on with Lamar right now. There's a lot of Ravens fans, diehards as well on the same side. So this is definitely a very important game for the AFC North for sure. Quick shout out to Olga for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Robert says, Jay, it doesn't look good for Andrews to return in this half. Yeah, I'm waiting to see some kind of update for him. I haven't got one yet. So we'll just have to see how this thing plays out for sure. Gus Edwards, bet go off for my fantasy. Well, you got you a touchdown, my friend. It's a good start for the fantasy. As we have kickoff back to these Bengals, and that's going to be a touchback. So Joe Burrow and company will take it at the 25. And here we go, 1st and 10. Weiss, thanks a lot. Shout out to you. Wrench9 says, this guy talking sounds like a guy with no family. Don't even block him. Don't tie him out. Just let him talk. Let him talk. Let the trolls talk tonight. Let them talk. We want to have fun. You guys know how we do. We want to have fun tonight. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Burrow and company as Chase motions. This is going to be a play fake as he rolls out, doesn't get sacked, and he'll just run with it, get about 7 yards. But he was under pressure. He was under pressure, almost went down, got out of the pocket, and made 7 yards of it. It's now 2nd down and about 2. Demid says, Jay the Casual, you know, I'm getting that shirt. I really am. You guys think I'm playing? I'm dead serious. I'm definitely getting that shirt. Donnie says, fun times to know the hater. Well, you know, tonight I'm in the mood for the trolls. So, you know, if they pop through, let them pop through. It's not a big deal. We will handle them accordingly. 2nd and 3. Snap is off. This is just going to be a dump off up the middle. Good run. And that's going to be a 1st down for these Bengals. Getting it going strong. All right. Bengals moving those chains. Carl says, is it better for Buffalo if Baltimore wins? I mean, yes and no. I mean, if just AFC in general, sure. You know, but I wouldn't say it really matters too much. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Bengals. And here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. And that'll be about 7 yards on the play. Multiple flags as Hudson gets it, but it's probably going to be a face mask. So add some yards to the end of that terrible defense by the Ravens. You already let the man catch the ball, and then you get a penalty. Not a good job. Purple says, dude is just jealous of Jay's platform. That is all. You know, we don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. Shout out to you, Jeff. Donnie says, you got a family. Us. Jay, do you have another job or is this the only one? So I own a marketing company. I actually have 4 sources of income. This is one of 4. Waze says, love your show, man, from Australia. Let's go. Shout out to you, Waze. Put those glasses on. You can't even comment on who's running. Yeah, I got to put my glasses on. Quick throw out to Chase. Try to get the screen going, but that's going to be incomplete. Threw it too high as the Ravens defense closed out pretty fast. And it's now going to be 2nd and 10. Says, don't let me start talking crap. Oh, man. You guys know. You guys already know. Listen, you think today's going to start crazy? Wait till Monday night. Wait till the Chiefs and Eagles game. It is going to get absolutely nasty. That's why I'm telling you guys. Just Monday night's gonna be relaxed rules because it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. But make sure you're here for it because it's always a good time. As this is gonna be thrown again, they go with the same play, and they end up getting about 3 on that. So now it's gonna be about 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7. Iconic Shorts says my dad also owns one and it might join by the end of the year. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. The beautiful thing about marketing is this. I started marketing when there was no, college degrees and all that kind of stuff for it, or courses and, things like that. So now you have the ability to go learn about marketing and SEO and social media, reputation management and all that kind of stuff, and, business development. And, you can go get that degree for it and potentially end up at a company like a Google or, Facebook and something like that. And, hop or one of these other marketing companies that you can potentially get in. And, it's good. It's good. I'm basically a grandfather in the business now because I've been doing it for so long. But, I learned everything just off the muscle. My big thing when I was, back in the day, I could put computers together, and then I got into the marketing business. But, now they've got all kinds of courses for it and all that fun stuff. So it's good to see. It's good to see for sure. So, yeah. Also got a background in IT, which, that was pretty easy when I was doing it. So, different strokes for different folks. As Andrews actually goes to the locker room. They're going to check him out. I'm not sure if that's a good sign, him going back there. But here we go. 3rd and 7 for these Bengals. 5 seconds on the play clock as Burrow calls an audible. They show a 5-man rush coming. They bring 4. Quick throw. Batted down. Incomplete. And that Ravens defense will cause a 4th and 7. And these Bengals will punt. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Robert says, I love my football with a touch of comedy, so I'll be here Monday night. For sure. For sure. Jay, we need to chat about those old times. I co-founded world's first global social network in 1991. Would like to interview you for a documentary. Let's go, Tom. Shoot me an email, man. I'm down. Shoot me an email. I am down. And I'm sorry, they're actually going to kick a field goal here. They're going to kick a field goal, not a punt. Kick is off. Just inside. Barely makes it, but it is good. And that's now going to be 7-3 as the Bengals will punch it in for a field goal. Tom, but yeah, shoot me an email, man. I'm down for it. And there's a lot that I can, because when I started building websites, we're in a commercial break right now, but I'll give you a quick story. When I started building websites back then, it was like Microsoft front page and basic HTML and all that kind of stuff. Like we didn't have Adobe Dreamweaver and WordPress and all that kind of stuff, and then everything transferred over to like PHP and Drupal and all those kind of platforms that you had to start learning on and how to like develop and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, most of that stuff I learned it on my own, took the time to do it, and then still do it to this day. So yeah, make sure you hit me up, man. Tom says, Jay, my first domain in 1992. So yeah, what's funny is I was actually partners with a guy who had a domain company, but he was buying like, top of the line luxury domains. And he actually brokered a few large domains back in the day, some big ones. I'm not going to name them, but they were fairly large, 6-figure deals. And so yeah, domains were definitely huge way back in the day. Now, it's really hard to get whatever you want, and you got to get super creative. So yeah, Tom, make sure you hit me up, man. It's going to be a great conversation. I'm down for that. For sure. All right. Brooks says, I love your content. Thanks a lot, Brooke. Shout out to you. Ryan says, Bengals won't make the playoffs. Jerry says, Ravens 42. The Natty 10. Robert says, Jay, I'm glad you're ahead of Prime tonight, so I can't spoil the chat. Yeah, I'm glad I'm ahead as well, because you know how that goes. Tom says, I'm pretty sure I know who. I still have a brokerage, 2 full-timers. So, Tom, you may remember this then, because there's a couple that I can't discuss, but there's one that I can because it was public. Slots.com. If you remember the slots.com, yeah, I was close friends and partnered up with the guy who brokered that deal for slots.com when it got sold to one of the casinos in Vegas. So yeah. Way back. So, you know, when people talk all this kind of crazy stuff and this kind of like garbage and they talk about like YouTube and stuff, I just laugh about it because, you know, they really don't know like my background and, you know, how far along I've been in this game for. Mike Mann. Shout out to you, Tom. Tom, hit me up, man. Yeah, you got to hit me up for sure. You got to hit me up for sure. We got to chop it up. I can't give away too much of the game, Tom. You know how that go. I can't give away too much of the game. So make sure you shoot me an email. We'll chop it up. Ryan says if Allen's overrated, Burrow is overrated also, but at least Bills didn't spend $10 million more a year for Allen. Well, you know, we can get into the money and all that kind of stuff. That boils down to the agents, right? The agents are what really determines how much money you get. So yeah, Tom, without a doubt, man. Mike says, "Hey Jr., who did you touch tonight?" So yeah, my predictions was the Ravens. Ravens for the win. Tom says, "Roll with the game, made my night." Yeah, Tom, I got you, bro. All right. Tom Zebra says, "How can I call you show to ask questions?" Shoot me an email, Tom Zebra. Yeah, shoot me an email. Go to the About page, and my email is right there, my friend. As Lamar goes deep. Oh, and he just overthrew it. And that was to Odell Beckham. It was right there, just one step off, and try to go for it all. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Man, they would have loved to get that one. That would have been a nice bomb. Quick shout out to God Gamer Plays as well as Malcolm Owens for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Base player Sarah says they will tie. Go Browns. Okay. All right. Jeff says go Ravens. Brooks says go Ravens. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 as we have motion. And this is going to be a handoff. You know, I don't like the late handoffs because that's obviously now gets stopped, and that's going to lead to about a 4-yard loss here. And that was 3rd and 14. I don't like the late handoffs, especially if you don't read the defense, which for some reason, you know, right now they're having trouble doing. Henderson is lined up on the left side. No one's here to block him. So why not call an audible or shift the line so that someone can block him, Lamar? What are you doing? But it's now 3rd and 14 at the Baltimore 21. We'll see how they try to get out of this here. With 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter, and there's going to be a stoppage in play here. Too many men on the field. Oh, wow. So that's going to be on the Bengals. So give him 5 yards, and now it's 3rd and 9 as Baltimore gets up to the 26. And there you go. Shout out to you, Faded. What up, man? What's going on with you? Is the Eagles versus KC at home or away? Eagles versus KC. KC will be at home. So they'll be playing in Arrowhead. Here we go. 3rd and 9. 6 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock and rolling. Snap is off. Pressure comes. They bring a blitz, and Lamar is going to go down. He gets sacked. He had no time to get rid of that ball. And that was a great defensive play by these Bengals. They brought everybody. And now that's going to be 9-yard loss, 4th and 18. And once again, they don't pick up Hendrickson. Like, what are they doing? Pay attention. This is the second time Henderson gets through unchecked, unblocked. And here we are, 4th and 18. Ravens will punt. Kick is off. Good punt. Backs him up to about the 35. And he gets tripped up out of bounds. And these Bengals will take over at the 38, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Tom says, how can you get on live chat? What do you mean, Tom? Help me understand, my friend. That way I can help you out here. I mean, you're in the live chat now, but I think you're talking about something else. Another feature that I haven't probably used. Shout out to you guys. 1,610 viewers, 321 likes. The next like goal is going to be 500, ladies and gentlemen. So if you will, please make sure that you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We need 179 to get to that 500 mark. So make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Getting over to the votes, we have 569 votes, 57% for your Ravens as we take a quick timeout, commercial break. Quick shout out to Brooke, Bills Mafia. Eric says, is the Woo a shout out to your favorite wrestler? Yes, Ric Flair. Ric Flair, my friend. Shout out to Rick. Robert says, yes, you've been saying Ric Flair, where you at? Yeah, so that's been the theme since we started this, and it's stuck. I even thought at one point I was just going to go ahead and replace Rick, and I think the gang, or the mob ganged up on me, and they told me not to do it. So I was like, all right, he stays. But I was gonna try to, replace him just to, update it, make it fresh. But they said no, Rick is not going anywhere. So here we go, 1st and 10 as Burrow is under center. Ravens showing a 5-man rush. Snap is off. This is going to be a pitch back to Mixon, and he gets taken down. That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards, maybe. Now, they'll say no gain. No gain. 2nd and 10 at the 38. All right. Lamar wants some redemption after Sunday night loss, for sure. Donkey says, Jameson shots every flag. Okay. Wrench 9 says, why was I timed out when the host said not to? Well, Wrench 9, they're doing their jobs. You said some crazy stuff that didn't make any sense, but let's just keep it going. Keep it about the game, my friend. Keep it about the game. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Lamar not on Mahomes' level. Win some playoff games. Yeah, when you get into that kind of conversation, right, it's really easy to bring up, Super Bowls and playoffs and championships. What matters is right now. Right now, my friend. That's what matters. And here we go. Because Mr. Lamar Jackson and these Ravens have been balling out, and they're looking really good right now. Looking really good. All right. So, yeah, T. Higgins inactive for a 2nd straight week because of his hamstring. I know they're definitely missing him. But here we go. 2nd and 10 for these Bengals. 5 minutes on the game clock. 15 seconds on the play clock. As we have motion. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Burrow throws, and that will be incomplete. Yeah, it's going to be incomplete. It'll now be 3rd and 10. So Chase brought it down, and it was ripped out the last second. That was a good catch, but better defense as Hamilton just rips that ball out of there, and it's now going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. All right. Third and 10 for these Bengals. I'm not going to get into it. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes, and Burrow gets wrapped up. And that's number 1 sack of the day for Burrow, ladies and gentlemen. And it is now 4th down, 4th and 17. And that will lead to these Bengals punted back. Wow. Clowney coming through. That man just bulldozing through that line and then taking down Joe Burrow. 4th and 17. Bengals will punt back to the Ravens, and this is getting interesting because right now, Ravens defense has the momentum. Purple, it's in your hands. I'll let you handle it. So the Ravens will take it after the punt, and there it is. So Ravens take it from their 31, 1st and 10. 4 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock left in this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Score 7-3. We got ourselves a ball game. Thunder says, don't you know watching the game ahead of you? It's totally fine, my friend. Totally fine. Jay, are you going for the Ravens? Yeah, that was my prediction. My prediction was the Ravens. Jake the Tribal, what up, man? What's going on with you? I keep forgetting that Clowney's with the Ravens. Yeah, I think a lot of people do, without a doubt. Shout out to you guys. 1,654 viewers, 365 likes. We're still trying to get to that 500 like mark. Make sure you guys hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We are 135 away. 135 away from hitting that 500 mark. So we just need 135 of you to hit that like button, that thumbs up, and we will hit that next 500 like goal, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here we go. Yes. Well, now we'll just do that. We'll show you the real power. There it is. Fred Lucky, what up, man? What's going on with you, Fred, in the house? YBK Brandon says, hey, Jay, can I get prayers for my little brother, Cameron? He had a brain aneurysm, which led to a stroke. He's fighting for his life in the hospital in Columbus. YBK, definitely prayers for your little brother. And we hope that, he's not only blessed and healed, but you guys can remain with peace in your mind and hearts at this tough time. And, may God bless your little brother and your family. YBK, I'm sorry to hear that. Definitely keep me updated. And we wish you the best. Anything I can do, make sure you hit me up. Let me know. Shoot me an email. And we will all keep your little brother in our prayers. Yeah, it's tough. But stay strong. The most important part is, whenever there's a situation like that the family is strong for that individual. So just, stay strong because you're his backbone right now. He needs you more than you know. So make sure you stay strong for your little brother as well. Without a doubt. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Ravens as Lamar is under center. Calls for an audible. 10 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. This will be a handoff. Goes to the left, stiff arm. And Edwards will get about 4 yards on the play. Second down. Yeah, Andrews is not returning, looks like. From what I see here, it looks like he's not going to come back in the game. Here for Disrespect says, hey, I have a question. What is your opinion on the Jordan 20 through 30? Which one is the best? 20 through 30? I don't even pay attention to anything past the 17, my friend. I really don't. Like, if it's not 1 through 17, I'm not even paying attention to it. 2nd and 8 as Lamar rolls out, just dumps this off. And that's going to be another, looks like 3 yards, and it'll be a 3rd down here for these Ravens. Shout out to you, Shadow. Says, I didn't even know Clowney was still playing, missing from the days with Texas. Yeah, he's with those Ravens now. Balling out for sure. Quick shout out to Christopher Smith for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Joel says, hey, do you have any opinion on betting on the under or over? With the way this game is going right now, I'd probably say the over, but it's going to be a little tricky because I think it really depends on this drive and how it goes. As this is going to be incomplete. And 4th down for these Ravens. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh no! It looks like Lamar is down. Oh no! This changes things. He's being checked out. I'm trying to see exactly what happened. So he runs out of bounds. Wilson tried to tackle him, grabbed his ankle, and then maybe stepped on his hand, it looks like. But Lamar hurt his hand? Yeah, it's going to be Lamar's, I think, forearm that was stepped on. But he's just sitting on the bench, so he should be okay. He should be okay. 4th and 4. Ravens will punt back to the Bengals with 2 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock in this first quarter. And kick is off. Good punt. This will be taken from about the 6. Tries to get some space, hits this edge, breaks some tackles, and they'll get back to about the 26-27. And there's going to be multiple flags, so I'm not sure what's going on here. But Jackson just went back to the tent, and we got to see what this flag is about here. I think it's going to be in the Ravens as well, so they'll probably add to this kick. And it looks like unnecessary roughness on the kicking team. So that will push these Bengals up even further. All right, quick timeout, commercial break, as the Bengals now will be taking it over after the punt. Quick shout out to Michael as well as Fu Tran for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Golden Eye says, do you think the Eagles are going to beat the Chiefs on Monday? So I did drop the prediction video yesterday night. I did take KC for that game as well. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bengals now as they are at the 42 after the penalty. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in this first quarter. We'll have to see what's going on with Lamar, but for right now, he is being checked out. 4 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Burrow drops back. Quick throw. It's high, and that's going to be broken up and complete. Ravens defense stopping Boyd. Great stop. Now 2nd and 10. Monica says, I call for the Bengals to win. Okay. Looked like he pulled his abs or hernia. I don't know. No, he was grabbing at his forearm. Shout out to you, Tyler. Carl says, in a wildly outlandish and hypothetical playoff scenario where the Bills make it to the playoffs, it will be preferably be in Baltimore, I think. What you say, Jay? It's too early. It's way too early to tell as we have a run up the middle. Big run for Mixon, and that's going to be a first down and more. Yeah, it's too early to tell, right? You really need the Bills to win every game, right, from now until week 17 before we can kind of, see what's going on. And the AFC North is really weird right now, right? It's really weird because you don't know what the Browns are going to do, what these Bengals are going to do tonight. So it's really too hard to tell before we get into those kind of scenarios, for sure. All right, here we go. 14-yard run for Mixon, 1st and 10 now for the Bengals at the 46. Snap is off. Handoff to Chase. Makes a nice move, and he'll get about 9 yards. No, they give him the first down. So 10 yards on the play. 1st and 10 now for these Bengals again. Ravens defense getting a little sloppy now. They're getting a little sloppy as the Bengals are able to push the ball here. And they're not going for the throw right now. They're going for the reverse. They're doing the toss, the handoff, and that's working for them. The run is working. And these Ravens have to make adjustments so they can stop it. But here we go. 1st and 10 for these Bengals. 10 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Burrow has time, drops back. No, he goes down, and that is going to be the 2nd sack for Burrow. He loses about 7 yards as he's pushed back, and now it's 2nd and 17. Who asked me about the over-under on 3? You're probably going to get it. You're going to get that over. We definitely called that over. Wow. So Burrow goes down for the 2nd time. That's a loss of 7 yards. It's now 2nd and 17 as they're pushed back to the 41. With 1:11 on the clock and rolling in this first quarter. Here we go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Ravens showing a 4-man rush. Snap is off, and I think that offensive line jumped, but Burrow goes deep, and that will be incomplete. Where are you at, refs? Really? That line definitely jumped way too early, but it's going to be 3rd and 17. Refs, you're funny, refs. You're trying to make this a one-point game, aren't you? You're trying to make this a one-point game. Let's see what you're doing. Also, offensive line definitely jumped, but they don't throw the flag. 3rd and 17. Robert says, Jay, which will open up the pass if he don't get sacked. But he did. All right. 3rd and 17. 25 seconds on the clock in this first quarter. 4 seconds on the play clock. Can they get it off in time? They do. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Burrow just dumps this off to the flat. And this will be caught for about 5 yards. And this will lead to a field goal. So Jackson is limping right now, and I think they're going to take him back to the locker room maybe? Or is he just walking around right now? No, he's going to try and run it off. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's not going back. He's trying to shake it off, it looks like. So he should be okay. Meanwhile, these Bengals will try to kick a field goal here. And we'll see how this goes as we get to the end of the first quarter. Okay. Timeout, commercial break. Shout out to you guys. DeAndre says, why would you tell us that knowing it will be the under? He already has 2 sacks right now. And someone said 3 earlier, and I said over 3 because he's averaging almost 3 a game. So, yeah, he has 2 in the first quarter. He's definitely going to get sacked one more time in the next 3. So, yeah, it would just make sense if you take the over. Jackson's limping. Yeah, he was limping a little bit, but he just ran it off, so he should be okay. End of the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, quick timeout. Commercial break. Shout out to Steph says, yeah, Jay, I can't trust Tyler Huntley after what he did in the wild card last season. Here's the thing. You can trust Tyler Huntley in the regular season. Just, just not in the playoffs or wild card. It's just the reality of it. It's too much pressure. So, yeah, I mean, could he come out right now and perform just well enough and, potentially, win the game for the Ravens? He definitely could, especially if this defense can keep the momentum that they have. But at the end of the day, I think Lamar's going to be fine. He'll be fine. Shout out to you, Brian. What up, man? What's going on with you? Wicked in the house is listening to Jay stream while watching Kansas State versus Iowa women's basketball. Shout out to you. Yeah, I can't wait till we get to the championship. I'm probably going to try to do 2 or 3 bowl games before we get to the actual championship for the college football. And then we'll start getting into the NBA, and then we'll wait for March Madness. You guys know how we do. Here we go, 4th and 11 for these Bengals. They're going to go and kick the field goal here, 53-yarder. Kick is up, and no good. Wow. No good. Score stays at 7-3. And there it is. McPherson's normally good from 53, but yeah, that just took a bad bad turn and goes left. And yeah, score stays 7-3 as we start this second quarter. Shout out to you guys, 1,777 viewers, 415 likes. We're trying to get to 500 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We need 85 more. Make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you for all the support. As far as the votes go, we have 794 votes. Ravens holding it down with 58% as we get through this 30-second timeout. So Ravens will take over at their 35, and now to be 1st and 10 as Lamar Jackson is back, looking okay, ready to go. And we'll see if he's feeling well on this drive here. Here we go, 1st and 10 as he steps up, calls an audible. Robert, yeah, he's back. He's back. Snap is off. This will be a handoff up the middle, and they're going to get up maybe about a yard on the play to be second down. Second down. Shout out to you, Teresa. What's going on with you? Bengals fan in the house. I hope you got your socks on, Teresa. Corey says, love your channel, watching from Minnesota. Shout out to you, Corey. Thank you for love and support, my friend. And, yeah, no sign of Andrews coming back. He's going to be out, unfortunately. So they're going to have to get it done without him. 2nd and 9. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw, and that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9 now. And I do wonder if that... Well, there's a flag here, so we'll have to see what this is about. But I do wonder if that injury is affecting Lamar right now because he does look a little bit timid. But there's going to be a flag here. We'll see what this is for. And this may be pass interference. Wow, yeah, pass interference on the defense. So go ahead and give these Ravens the 1st down. There it is. Jerry says, let's get 7 more. 7B more. Shout out to you, Jerry. John says, who dey, Jay? What up? 2 years and counting. Let's go, John. Yeah, man. Some of you guys have been rocking with me for 3 seasons, some 2 seasons, and I just appreciate all the love and loyalty from each and every one of you. Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Ravens after the pass interference. They're now at the 49. Play fake. Lamar rolls out, goes deep, goes for it all, and that's going to be broken up, incomplete. 2nd down. Try to get it over to Bateman there. Steph, what up? What's going on with you? Jeff says, amazing. The AFC East was supposed to be the gauntlet for teams. North is looking strong. That is a fact. That is a fact, my friend. Oh, just put that hand up right in time because that definitely would have been a catch for Bateman, and that would have been a home run touchdown. But here we go. 2nd and 10. 14 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Lamar's just going to step up and gets maybe a couple on the run. It'll now be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Quick shout out to Bonnie as well as Josh Hawkins for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Cardell says Lamar is not accurate on the deep ball. Yeah, we had that conversation before, right? With them getting a run game with Edwards and, mixing it up a little bit, we were going to see if Lamar Jackson had accuracy at the deep ball. It's there, but it's just, it's not accurate. Definitely needs to work on it. But here we go. 3rd and 8 for these Ravens. Snap is off. Bengals bring everybody. Lamar's in trouble, and he's just going to toss this up in the air. It's going to be incomplete, and this will lead to a punt. Jory, what up? What's going on with you? Dominic says Baltimore 25-20. Cincy, okay. Calling for 5 points. We'll see. This thing's looking a little interesting for sure. Back and forth battle. So, yeah, they're at the 47. They're going to go ahead and punt this here back to the Bengals, try and pin them within the 5. As Scott's going to send this out. And it's a bad punt as it's going to be taken here at about the 11. So, yeah, They'll take it at the 11, 1st and 10 as Bengals will come out, and we'll see what they can do. They'll see if they can actually move this ball. They've been having an issue with it. The real question is how much time can the Ravens keep this up for? How much can they keep this up for? They've got some momentum. They've been holding Burrow back, getting sacks. Score 7-3, 13 minutes, 11 seconds left in this second quarter. Shout out to you guys. All right. Here we go. Burrow and company. Can they move this ball and get down the field? We will see. 1st and 10. 15 seconds on the play clock. Chase motions. Snap is off. This will be a handoff to Mixon up the middle. And he's going to get about 5-6 yards in the run. It'll now be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Ends here says feed Mixon. He's running well today. He definitely is. Didn't do that wall. John says Joe Mixon second half. We smell blood in the water. Yeah, for some reason, the Ravens are good as far as with the pass, but they're having trouble with the run game. Definitely having trouble with the run game. But here we go. 2nd and 4. 12 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock and rolling. 10 seconds on the play clock as Chase motions. Play fake. Burrow rolls out. Has time. Pressure comes. Gets away and just dumps it off incomplete. It'll now be 3rd and 4. Clock stops at 12:27. All right. All right. Bob says loading touchdown. We'll see. Jason says keep feeding Mixon. Everything is a tush push. Where is the Favre? I can't see that because the thing's in the way. The Favre yard pass. Is that like 40-yard pass? Right, yeah. 3rd and 2, you go for that 40-yard bomb and then get it. You know, nobody's expecting it. Here we go, 3rd and 4. As Boyd motions. Not Boyd. 3 seconds on the play clock. Pressure comes. Deep throw. That's going to be caught. What a play. As Hudson gets it going, and the Bengals will pick up the 1st down. It gets to the 45. Nice play. Nice play. Brooke always making it a good time. Marion's calling for a Jamar Chase touchdown. We'll see. We'll see. That was a great throw by Burrow to Hudson. Taking his time. Pressure was coming, breathing down his neck. And Hudson just goes up and brings it on down. And they pick up the 1st down for 21 yards. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the 45 as we have motion by Mixon. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. He'll get 3 yards on the run. It's now 2nd and 7. All right. Robert says both teams looking off right now, but Joe finds his man. Yeah, I think the issue with Andrews being out is definitely affecting the Ravens offense. The chemistry looks a little bit imbalanced right now. And then, of course, with whatever kind of arm injury that Lamar may be dealing with is probably bothering him. So we'll have to see how this goes. Shout out to you, Wendy. Happy Thursday night football. Let's go. Jeff King says, folks, got to hit the sack. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your families. If I don't see you, enjoy your time with your families, folks. Even that cousin or uncle you can't stand. Tomorrow isn't promised. Shout out to you, Jeff. Much love, man. I will talk to you soon, my friend. Quick throw, and this will be caught again by Sample now. Sample's getting involved. Another 1st down for the Bengals, and they'll move the chains. As it gets to the 39, 1st and 10. The Bengals have 19 receptions from their tight ends the last 2 games. Yeah, they've been definitely using them, and I wish that, the Bills could get back Dawson Knox and use him and Kincaid and, create that kind of chemistry. That'd be amazing for sure. But here we go. 1st and 10 as Jamar Chase motions. 5 seconds on the play clock. Handoff to Mixon up the middle. Gets plenty of space. Tries to push that pile. And they'll get about another 6-7 yards in the run. It's 2nd down and about 3. Mr. J. Blaze, is there any more room for a Kansas City Chiefs fan in the building? Shout out to you. All are welcome, my friend. All are welcome. Without a doubt. All right, 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. As Rodriguez says, time for a pick. We'll see. All right, here we go. 9 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock and rolling. Ravens definitely in need of a stop as Mixon motions. Ravens show a 4-man rush. Snap is off, and this play is going to be blown dead. There's a flag, and it looks like it may be a false start. And it is. So take it back 5 yards. And it'll now be 2nd and 9 at the Baltimore 38. Low budget builder says, dang, they're going to let you get over 2K viewers. Go Jay. That's what happens when you stop using the game audio. No, I mean, we made the adjustment and everything's all good now. So, you know, yeah, if you're rocking with us last year, then you already know, we've 10,000, 15,000. So, 2K is average. But here we go. 2nd and 9. Quick throw, and that will be caught. And it's going to be about 4 yards on the catch. It'll be 3rd down and 3. So this is very important because obviously if you stop them on the 1st down, you hold them to a field goal, it's a 1-point game. You get the ball back, potentially come down and score. Bengals do get the ball back after the half. So, yeah, this time crunch where this ball is right now definitely plays into the time possession and momentum. So if you can get a stop here, this is going to be huge. Father time, yeah, man. 60K the natural way. Let's go. 3rd and 4 for these Bengals as Ravens show a 4-man rush. Quick throw. It's high and it's caught. Brought down. And that is going to be Boyd. Big play. Big 3rd down. And they convert 13 yards as they get to the 20. 1st and 10. All right. Quick shout outs to Brazen Cruz as well as Kalen Vandis for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Exotic Cars says when they beat the Niners, SMH. Every game is different, man. Every game is different. Every game that, they step out on that field, there's a different game plan for the defense, different game plan for the offense. So, no 2 games are alike, just like no 2 teams are alike. So you'll see that. You'll see them lose to the 49ers and then, beat a different team and then lose to this team. That's how it goes. Shout out to you, William. What up, man? What's going on with you? Kelsey was on the map before Taylor Swift, just letting you know. Not at all. Those Chiefs are definitely on the map now because of Taylor Swift. And that's true. That's true. Someone I mentioned earlier how the Chiefs were like the top searched term after Taylor Swift had mentioned the Chiefs' name over in Argentina. So that says a lot. Here we go. 2nd and inches for these Bengals. Hand off to Mixon up the middle. He'll get the 1st down. And now it's 1st and goal at the 11. Clock rolls as we hit the 7-minute mark. So now the real question is, can these Bengals punch it in and make it a 3-point game? Can they punch it in and score? Or will this Ravens defense hold up down here in this red zone? All right. 3 Money says, hi, I'm a big fan. Thanks a lot, 3 Money. Shout out to you. Thank you for rocking with us tonight. Michael says, all y'all been hating the Bengals for years, bro. I have only one team in the NFL. That's Bengals, bro. Touchdown. Slump. So this play is going to be blown dead as well. Flag. They're backing up. It's going to be a false start. Take away 5 yards, and Burrow is upset, clapping his hands. Get it together. O-line. As it's now going to be 1st and goal here. 1st and goal at the 13 now. 13. Cincy in the red zone. All right. Shout out to Colby. Says, new sub to your channel. I enjoy your vibe and look forward to watching. Thanks a lot, Colby. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 13 as we have motion. 7 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Burrow throws. It'll be caught. And that will be Mixon for about 6 yards. Clock will keep rolling. And now it's 2nd and goal at the 4. All right. Denver making the playoffs. You might not be far off with the way that Denver's looking right now. And it's kind of crazy to say that. But if you go back and look at Russell Wilson's stats and what they've been doing in the last 3 games, it's quite possible. I'm not going to get hyped up, but yeah, it is quite possible. Things could be changing for the Broncos. This is caught, and that will be a Mixon touchdown, ladies and gentlemen, as the Bengals punch it in themselves. And there it is. It's going to be about 4-yard pass to Mixon. They'll get it in for the touchdown. And pinning the extra point, they'll make this a 3-point game. So there it is. There it is. Robert says Denver getting better for sure. For sure. They're definitely getting better. I think a lot of people had slept on Russell Wilson because of, what we had seen last year and, all the talking and all the craziness. And, Sean Payton's a hell of a coach. So what they're doing right now is definitely very important to pay attention to. And they could be one of those sleeper teams that just come out of nowhere and start knocking people off. And now you're having a whole different conversation as far as who you think is going to make it to the playoffs. Ryan says, wasn't Mixon the guy that beat a person up? Oh, man. Raiders own the Donkeys. Okay. Keeg Lane says, booyah. Touchdown, Bengals. Yeah. Steve Spears says, Broncos playoffs. Laughs. Hey, listen. Go look at Russell Wilson's stats, man. He's in the top of the league for a lot of stuff. And I know a lot of people would like to discredit that. But go look at the Broncos. Go look at what they're doing right now. How they're winning. It's kind of important to watch, without a doubt. Sean Payton's no slouch, that's for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2,107 viewers, 465 likes. We're still trying to get to that 500. We just need 35 more likes, 35 more thumbs up to get to that 500. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support. Rocking with us tonight, Bengals up 10-7. Thursday Night Football. As we take a quick timeout, commercial break. Shout out to you, Steve. Let's go, man. All right, so yeah, it does look like Joe may have hurt his hand. Wow, yeah, that's not good. I don't know if it was hit, but he was wincing over it after he threw the ball. So I'm not sure if someone hit it or if he just tweaked it himself. Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, looks like his hand was smacked by Clowney throwing the ball. So we'll have to see how that changes things. But for right now, it's a 3-point game, 10-7. Jackson and company will be taking it from the 25, first and 10. First and 10. Almost 500 likes. Shout out to you, Brooke. Yeah, we're almost there. We just need 13 more. 13 more likes, 13 more thumbs up, and we'll hit that 500 like goal. So let's keep it going. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. All right, first and 10 for these Ravens. This is going to be a handoff, and that's going to be Edwards hitting that edge there for about 4 yards. 4 yards on the carry. Flowers. I got to get my glasses. I've been trying to wing it without my glasses. I got to get them. RC Bucks says, block that kick. Hey, Jay, you've thought about doing college ball games? Yeah, I'm going to start doing them because we're getting into, the championship territory, and that's normally when I start picking up on the college games for you guys. So, yeah. This is going to be thrown. It is caught. Flowers on the move. Has space. Has a blocker. He's still going. It's going to be a touchdown, but this may be coming back. I'm sure the refs are going to find a way to take this thing back, maybe on a block or a hold some way, somehow. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. So yeah, Ravens are livid here as this touchdown is going to be brought back. It's going to be holding. And that's tough. That's tough. You can always bet on the fact that when you see a big run like that, there's going to be a flag thrown because somebody's holding somewhere. It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. Really, really unfortunate. Because that was a great play by Flowers. So they're going to call that on Odell. And yeah, you can't hold the jersey, Odell. And that's how we got all that space. So, yeah, really unfortunate. But okay, so they will just redo it. 1st and 10 at the 36 now. And we'll see what happens. Shout out to you guys for hitting that 500 likes. Let's keep it going. All right, let's keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like Burrow is actually going to run back to the locker room now. That's not a good look. I'm assuming they're probably just going to check it out, see what's going on. While the Ravens are on this possession here, but he is going back to the locker room, so we'll see what happens here. 5:04 on the clock left in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 9 for the Ravens. And we'll have to see what's going on with Burrow here because, you know, normally when they go back to the locker room, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, he couldn't throw the ball. He tried to just throw it, and his hand is hurt, and he's grabbing his head. And that does not look good at all for Burrow. He's upset. He's angry. So, yeah, injuries left and right for both the Bengals and the Ravens, and it's going to be interesting to see how this thing really, really plays out in a 3-point game. So scores 10-7 as Burrow goes back to the locker room. 5 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock, and these Ravens will have it at the 26, 2nd and 9. I don't think he's done. I think they're just going to check and see what's going on with him. But Browning looks like he's warming up, and he'll be coming in for the Bengals. Patty says, I see the refs got their foot on the scale again. Oh, there's not a game where the refs don't have their foot on the scale for sure. Just like Watson, we did that. We did that. TBE, it's not good, man. It's not good. You know, you never like to see anybody hurt, right? Because for me, you guys know, I don't want anybody to be hurt because I don't want any excuses. When my team beats their team or, when my team beats that team. And, you do get the benefit of the doubt because someone's out or someone's injured. And, you just got to call it for what it is, unfortunately. So, yeah. What up, Ryan? Shout out to you, bro. What's going on with you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hit that 500 likes. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Let's keep it going as we have a 3-point game. It's 10-7. Bengals up. The Ravens are driving now. 2nd and 9 with the ball as we get to this quick commercial break. Timeout.
Now my mind is blown. No surprise. Guess I should have known. Oh, my mind. Now my mind is blown. No surprise. Guess I should have known. You got control of me. Break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Grounds they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades, walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I can't. You got control of me, break my barricades, walls are crumbling. Every I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise.
All right. So yeah, that hand does not look good right now. We'll have to see how this plays out for Burrow. But for right now, we've got the Ravens in as Lamar takes a snap. 2nd and 9. It's thrown. It's going to be caught. And that'll be for about 3 yards for Edwards, as it's now 3rd and 6 with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this second quarter. So it looks like Browning may be the man up for the Bengals. And we'll have to see what happens here after this drive for the Ravens. So, quick snap. Lamar has time. Throws deep. It's going to be caught. Plenty of space. And that's going to be Odell Beckham Jr. with the big gain. And that'll be first down for the Ravens. And there it is. Andrew says Burrow is soft. Burrow doesn't know how to fall. Okay. That looked like a baseball injury, like blew his arm out. No, it's mostly his hand from what I see. So that'll be 29 yards for Beckham, as it's now 1st and 10 for these Ravens at the Bengals 41. And here we go. Snap is off. Play fake. Lamar has so much time. Figure it out. This is insane. He just decides to run up, tries to get a blocker, and Lamar, you had so much time to make a decision. He could have ran to the right. He could have ran to the left. And then when the play breaks down, he ends up just running up the middle and loses 2 yards. Better decisions, Lamar. Better decisions, my friend, because you had all day to pick up that first down. With that said, 2nd and 12 now. They'll get pushed back to the 43, and Odell Beckham's wide open down the field. Throw him the ball. 2nd and 12. Snap is off. Quick throw to the middle. This will be caught. And they're going to pick up about 6 or 7 back. 3rd down. 3rd down. Dustin says Lamar isn't your friend, Jay. No, he's not. But from what I see, I'm able to call exactly what he's doing and make some suggestions, and he'll potentially hear me. I have that effect that I can just channel in the players. Stick around and you'll find out. Here we go. 3rd and 6 for Lamar and company as they have 4 wideouts. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. Plenty of space. Still going. This is going to be a touchdown. But there's a flag. There is another flag on another touchdown. What are we doing here, refs? What are we doing? We're going to see if this is on the Bengals or the Ravens. But for right now, there is a touchdown to be put on the board. And this may stick. This may stick. Refs conversing. What are they going to do here? Illegal use of hands. And this is going to be on the defense. Decline. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown for these Ravens. And they will go ahead and take the lead. Dustin says, Jay, you were so right about the flags this year. Denver Bronco game Bills. There you go, man. You can't make it up. So that touchdown is going to be Aguilar for 37 yards. Does a little front flip into the end zone. And now they'll kick the extra point. It is up. It is good. And it's now a 4-point game. 14-10 for these Ravens. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in this second quarter as the Ravens do take the lead. Oh, wow. That ball was batted. Bobbled up in the air. And then Aguilar gets it. And he wasn't even paying attention. What a play. He was not paying attention. Just so happens to look to his left. Catches the ball. Runs it in for the touchdown. Well, there it is. There it is. Great drive for the Ravens. Got a little bit of a luck there. A little bit of some luck. But there it is. 14-10. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock left in this second quarter. Michael says Russell Wilson been audibling out of the Peyton play calling. And it's working, right? And I think that's what a lot of people aren't paying attention to. It's absolutely working, right? You're seeing the veteran skill come back when you watch Russell play. And it doesn't look pretty, right? Everyone wants to see pretty, flashy, and all that kind of stuff. But guess what? Russell Wilson's winning in a nasty way, but because he's playing old school ball. That's just the reality of it. Sean Payton took him back to the old school ways, and it's working. So what does that say? Maybe some other teams should take notice. All right, here we go. Ravens will send it back to these Bengals. It's going to be a touchback. So they'll take it at the 25, 1st and 10, as Browning will come in now in replace of Burrow. And we'll have to see how this goes. It looks like Burrow has tape now, so he may tape up his hand. So we'll have to see what happens here. Quick shout out to Patty coming through with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Patty. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $5 donation. It's much, much appreciated. Here we go. 1st and 10. Quick toss. Browning rolls out and throws. It'll be caught. First throw is going to be a catch. Nice. Very nice. And that's going to be a 1st down on the play. So Jake Browning made his NFL debut week 1 at the Browns. That's right, he did. And, yeah, that was a quality pass there. I like it. Quality pass. Teresa says, can I change my vote? No, don't do that. Don't do that, Teresa. We don't jump on wagons. We don't bandwagon jump now. We stay on our side of the fence. Ty says, you leave Tay-Tay alone. She's our new good luck charm. Tough game. Dolphins rolling. Teams that run it, win it. Okay. Browning's good. He'll shine in the preseason if you've been watching. Yeah, there was 2 quarterbacks that more than 2, but definitely 2 of the quarterbacks that I paid attention to in the preseason. Browning's one of them. But Dorian Thompson-Robinson was another for the Browns. He's supposed to be starting against the Steelers. I do want to see how that goes. I think he's going to have a great game and surprise some people. Everyone's like, Dorian Thompson's not going to do anything. Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be a good, substitute for Mr. Deshaun while he's out. We'll see how it goes, though. Quick timeout, commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. 2,065 viewers, 561 likes. The next goal is going to be 750. So make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Shout out to all of you for rocking with us. Score is 14-10. Ravens have the lead as we are now on the 2-minute warning. Bengals will have the ball at the 37. 1st and 10. We come back from the quick commercial break. Shout out to you, Dustin. Shout out to you, Teresa. No, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. You can't leave your team. They need you. Dustin says, how do I donate? Well, you got a couple options. You can do a super chat, which is basically that money sign down there next to the chat. Or you can do Cash App or Venmo, whichever one works for you. But yeah, those are your options. If you see the money sign there with the name, or the call tag with the name, or the @ symbol, whichever one works for you. And I do thank you for your support and your love. It is much, much appreciated. Ryan says, where's Hoodie J? He's not needed tonight, man. We're just enjoying ourselves and watching a good game. You know, the blood pressure gets going when Hoodie J is going to come out. You know, you got to save that for Sunday, my friend. Ming says, why can't we change the vote? I mean, I think that would kind of defeat the purpose of it, right? We don't want to, we don't want to do that. I'm not going to make a joke. I was going to make a joke, and I'm not going to do it. Ty says, found you listening to Chiefs game last week. Best channel I found by far. Shout out to you, Ty. Thanks for the love, man. Let's go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Bengals. And let's see what Browning can do. As snap is off, he has time, throws deep, and that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Minute 50 on the clock and rolling. Change your picks like Jonas. Listen, that's the new rule, right? When you drop predictions under the prediction video, you cannot go back and edit it. If it's edited, it does not count. So you better make sure that when you make your predictions that they are accurate and you got it right the first time. Because if we see edited when we go back and look at the numbers, your whole thing is just voided. So there you go. 2nd and 10. Dumps it off. This will be caught. Mixon on the move. And he's going to get about 7 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and 3. Base player says, Jay called it. DTR going to win. Go Browns. We'll see. Bob, you already know. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Minute 43 on the clock. Left in the second quarter. And, Browning doesn't look too bad. He's poised. He's calm. And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Snap is off. They bring 4. Pressure comes. Deep throw. And that is, wow, what a catch. Are you kidding me? What a catch. And that's a big, big first down for Irwin. 10 yards on the catch. Shout out to Dustin coming through with the $5 super chat. His first super chat. We're celebrating his first ever donation. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, Dustin. Much appreciated. Thank you for the $5 donation. Michael says Jay can scramble too. Okay. Yeah, Irwin definitely came out of nowhere on that pass, but the play is under review, so I want to see why. Because it looked like a catch to me, but it's under official review, so we'll see what's going on here. Quick timeout commercial break. Shout out to Kimberly Brandenburg for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Kimberly. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. All right. Also, shout out to Steven for the Cash App donation. Says, Burrow, my fantasy is ruined now. Great stream. Further action is required. Okay. All right. Shout out to you, Steven. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the Cash App donation. Much appreciated. All right. Rice Hunter says, the return of me. Teddy says, how many sacks tonight? So, yeah, I mean, Burrow has 2. We're looking at over 3, but he went out on an injury, so that changes things. So we'll see how this goes. 2,115 viewers, 574 likes. We're still trying to get to that 750 likes, ladies and gentlemen. That is our next goal. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. 1,138 votes, 57% for the Ravens. Still holding it down. Kimberly says, that's a catch, bro. Well, hey, they're reviewing it, Kimberly. I'll let you guys know if it's a catch or not. You know how this works. We got to wait for the Zebras to tell us what they're going to call it. Because if it's not a catch to them, it's not a catch. No matter how we feel about it. All right. Jared says, I smell a sack coming from the Ravens. CPT says, I came here because I couldn't stand Grossi. He just annoyed me. Shout out to you. Well, thank you for being here. Everyone has their own cup of tea. So, but yeah, shout out to you for rocking with me, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you for the support. Charles says, love your show, Jay. Been following you for a short time. I'm a Raiders fan. Let's go. Calling the field's a completed pass. And they are going to change it. Wow. So they're saying this is incomplete. Hold on. Roll the tape. Roll the tape. He catches it. He catches it. He has it. Oh, he dropped it. Yeah, he dropped it. That ball hit the ground. That's going to be incomplete, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he dropped it. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Also, quick shout out to Laura coming through with the $10 Venmo donation. Thanks a lot, Laura. Thank you for the $10 donation. Much, much appreciated. I do thank you for your support. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Keston says, late to the game. I'm afraid to ask what happened to Burrow. He hurt his hand. So now it's 4th and 3, and it looks like they will go for this with a minute 38 on the clock. So, yeah, this is interesting. I get it, right? You need 3 yards. Maybe they're hoping for a jump. I'm not sure, but it's 4th and 3. And no, they're just going to run this clock down. They're going to run the clock down, and then they're just going to take the delay, and then they'll punt it. So there it is. Good defense for the Ravens, but even more interesting, Irwin couldn't bring that ball down. It looked like he did from the angle that I seen it live, and then when they showed the replay, he definitely dropped it. So, yeah, that's a significant drop, and puts the ball right back into the Ravens' hands with a minute 43 on the clock and 3 timeouts, up 4. So, Ravens fans, you need a touchdown, nothing less than a field goal, because the Bengals do get the ball back after halftime. So there you go. Jared says, I agree. Hate all those other streamers. And yes, I'm a Raiders fan as well. Love you, Jay. Shout out to you, Jared. Thank you, guys. Shout out to each and every one of you. Like I said, I don't try to get into the whole, who's who thing. We know who exists. We know who's doing what. We have our community over here. We've been rocking, and that's all that's important, I acknowledge everybody in the chat. That's been my thing since I've started this. And no matter how big we've grown, we started from 0. And now we're at 60,000 subscribers, and I've never changed. So whether we're at 60,000, whether we're 100,000, a million, I'm still going to try to acknowledge everybody I can, because, you guys are the reason why I'm here today. So, yeah, it looks like the Ravens will be taking it from the 20, 1st and 10. Thad says, I'm back. How's Joey B's hand? I'm not sure yet. Browning is in, and we're just going to have to see what happens here. We're going to have to see. Astrology says Lamar is overdue for a 90-yard touchdown run. We'll see. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Lamar gets out of trouble, and he's just going to throw this away. He's taking way too much time to let the play develop. I don't understand it. And it's not the Lamar that I'm used to seeing, because last season, obviously before he got injured, he would always, 1, 2, 3 seconds. If the play didn't work, he's running up that middle. He's getting 3 or 4 yards. That was the big thing about Lamar. He was going to get you those yards that, was just unavoidable. You couldn't get him. And now he's sitting in that pocket way too long, trying to let the play develop, instead of going back to that game that we know he can do, where he was unstoppable at. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Snap is off. Once again, pressure comes. He rolls out this time. And then he throws incomplete. Too much fire on it. And now it's 3rd and 10 with a minute 24. So, yeah, you're now stuck in this weird situation where it's 3rd and long. You're at the 20. There's too much time on the clock. It's a minute 24. And you need every bit of these points, because guess what? They get the ball back after the half. All right. Do you stream the Super Bowl in February? Yes. Yes, we do. Playoffs, Super Bowl, we are here. So make sure you guys lock it in. 3rd and 10. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Lamar throws deep, too high. But there's a flag. Wow. Talk about getting a bone thrown for you. This may be pass interference on the defense. And that's a 1st down for the Ravens. Awuzie gets hit. Unbelievable. So that's going to push the Ravens to the 37, 1st and 10. They got a break. They definitely got a break on that one. Andrew says, what is your next big subscriber milestone? Yeah, 75,000. 75,000 And then obviously you guys know the big one, 100K. So those are the next 2 milestones. And then after that, it's $1 million. So, or 500K and then $1 million. That's how it goes. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. Nice move. And that's going to be Odell Beckham Jr. getting the first down as we have a minute on the clock. And there's going to be an injury here. There's an injury for the Bengals. And that's going to be Hill that's down. And he looks to be in some pain. B.J. Hill is down on the field in pain for the Bengals. This is tough. Very tough to see. So many injuries. Like, it's bad. It's so bad. And, we get into the conversation as far as grass and, turf and all that kind of stuff. And, I think, to be honest, at the end of the day, the conditioning is probably the biggest part, right? I'm not going to go back and forth as far as, stating who's doing what, but I do think conditioning is going to be a big part as far as next year. I think if they're not paying attention to conditioning and making sure that players aren't waiting for their contract to go through during training and then just showing up on the last day before a game, or, guys just not taking training serious, I think there's got to be some kind of rules put in place, some kind of true fines and ramifications, because you're dealing with the injuries. It's causing people to miss games, and it's basically shaking up and just killing momentum that the team has when you lose significant star players on the field. It's crazy. So there you go. Carson says, yo, what up, Jay? How you doing today? I'm doing good. Carson, how you doing, man? How you doing? Did you know that there are 2 brothers in this game? I did not know. Shout out to you, Father Time. Kimberly says, Joe Burrow, we pray he's PL. Okay. You see half the team out, even stretch in football. Yeah, not even stretch, right? Like, you have to. You have to. But, these guys are making millions of dollars, and, I guess the basics just go out the window, and it is what it is. Creep Bucket says, but Jay, how about them Broncos? I was actually just talking about them earlier. I like it. I like what I see. If they can keep it up, they're the sleeper team that nobody was talking about for sure. Yeah, Braxton Hill and Justice. Yeah, that's right. Carson says, Jay, you remember me from the Monday night game? Carson, I'm not going to lie, man. There's a lot of people here, but I'm glad to have you back. Mitch says, I agree with others. Grossi banned me because I was cheering my Niners beating his Packers. I enjoy your broadcast. Wait, he banned you for cheering your Niners for beating his Packers? Did he personally ban you, or was it like one of the mods? Because that's something that happens around, every channel. That's just, randomly, and then, we'll have to have a conversation about it. But did he actually ban you specifically, or was it one of the mods? Here we go. 1st and 10 for these Ravens. Yep. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I would never ban somebody just because they're a fan of a different team and my team's losing. That's kind of crazy. But here we go. Lamar just dumps this off, and it's going to be about 6 yards on the play, but there's a flag. There is a flag. Holding on the offense. Push him back. 54 seconds on the clock as Simpson gets called for holding. G550, what up, man? Says, what up, Jay? Really have to ban the hip drop tackle. It should be illegal, man. A fine should follow those types of tackles. Just like diving at the legs of a quarterback in the pocket, ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a few things that this is what they normally do, right? They look at all the issues that happened in the previous season now, and then they go back and make their changes for the next season. So I definitely think that's something that we'll probably see, on the board for next season, according to their standards. We'll see. 1st and 20. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Deep throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Flag comes out. Pass interference. Ravens move the chains once again. Getting saved for sure. Shout out to you, Carson. Yeah, that's going to be a good game as well. Adam says we appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. So now it's going to push the Ravens to the 34, 1st and 10 after the pass interference. Unbelievable. So the Bengals just shoot themselves in the foot with 2 costly pass interference calls. And now the Ravens have it with 54 seconds on the clock in this second quarter at the 34. One more bomb, and guess what? You're going to see a Ravens touchdown. Here we go. 1st and 10, 7 seconds on the play clock. 4 wideouts. They bring pressure, quick throw. This is going to be caught. Beckham spins, still on his feet, makes a nice move, and he's going to get another first down, then gets out of bounds. Great play, moving those chains. And they'll get to the 13 now, and it's 1st and 10 with 41 seconds on the clock. Ravens may punch this thing in, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry says Natty defense is a penalty flag production machine. Yeah, it's crazy. Brian says Eagles versus Chiefs. Please, Jay, tell me you got the Chiefs and not on the upset alert. That's not an upset alert game. That's an evenly matched game, and I did take the Chiefs in my prediction. But I did drop the video if you want to go check it out. But yeah, that's not an upset game. That's an even battle for sure. So Lamar's going to run for 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock will stop at 34 seconds. Yankee Media, what up? What's going on with you? The Real Gods, Joshua Matthews says Bengals still have a chance. My Browns did the Ravens in second half last game. Yeah, the problem is Burrow right now with the hand injury. That's going to be the big issue in regards to who's gonna win this game and whether or not the Bengals can come back. But here we go, 2nd and 8. Snap is off. They bring 4. Lamar tosses this up to the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. All kinds of fighting. They let him play, and it'll now be 3rd and 8. No more flags for you, Ravens. They gave you enough. Now you got to get it done. So now 3rd and 8, 28 seconds on the clock. You're at the 10. You got to punch it in. Robert says, so Jay, what do you think about Diggs catching passes from Aaron Rodgers next year for my Jets? Listen, there are some things that I'm going to be honest with you. It was just ironic that Stephon Diggs dropped the press conference today. I was going to drop a video about Stephon Diggs today, but I heard some interesting things, and I decided not to drop that video, but it was going to be bad. So Lamar's going to just step up, throws, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown for your Ravens. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Rashad Bateman with the touchdown. And there it is. Yankees Media, I had the Ravens. That was my prediction. Gideon says, what up, Jay? I'm new here. I just subscribed. Thanks a lot, Gideon. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Glad to have you. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. All right. Touchdown for these Ravens as Bateman gets it in. 10 yards on the play, and now they'll kick the extra point. And there it is, right down the middle. Scores now 21-10, 23 seconds left in this second quarter, and Ravens holding on to that lead, pushes it to 11 points. And the Bengals will get the ball back after halftime. Diggs has dropped as many as the other receivers this year. So, yeah, when I was talking about that earlier, like I said, I plan on dropping a video about Stephon Diggs. It wasn't going to be a good one. And Bills Mafia would have probably hated me for it, to be honest, because it was going to be that bad. And it just so happened that he dropped the press conference, and it was like, all right, I just had to stop for a minute, recollect my thoughts, and I'm really going to do another deep dive as far as how I'm going to address the situation. But yeah, I was going to drop a Stephon Diggs video this morning. That would have been crazy, for sure. So yeah. The Mrs. J, I said before the game that the Bengals could get boat raced, and it's heading that way. Like I said, I had the Ravens by 14. I said 28. Yeah, I said 28-14 Ravens. So here we are, 21-10. And if the Ravens can keep it up, then they'll probably get over 28. So there you go. Bengals without Burrow equals Bengals. Patty says Forest Green. I think that's because Josh has lost. a little on accuracy. Of course. Shout out to Augusto Saro for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thad says, I'm new here too. Good channel. I added you on Facebook. Do you have the video anywhere? Thad, so I don't stream to Facebook the games, because the last time I tried to do that, Facebook decided to block me. But I'm not sure if it was because back then I was using game audio. So I may try it again. We'll see how it goes. I may try it this Sunday, put the games on Facebook, Twitter, as well as on YouTube, just to mix things up. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to you. Welcome to the channel. All right, ladies and gentlemen, score is 21-10. Ravens holding down 11-point lead. Bengals will get the ball back after the half. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back for the third quarter. Shout out to you guys. Carson says, Jay, who should I start, Allen or Stroud? Against the Jets defense, I say go with Stroud, man. Go with Stroud. He may be your safe bet this week. All right, I'll be back.
No surprise, guess I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling grounds, they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave. Now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. You got control of me, break my barricades. Walls are crumbling grounds, they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave.
like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back getting ready for this third quarter. Bengals will start with the ball. Score is currently 21-10. Ravens holding down an 11-point lead. And right now, I'm not sure if Burrow's going to come back in the game because of his hand situation. And Browning may be leading the way, but we'll see shortly here. As Ravens will kick it off. And this is going to be a touchback. So Bengals will take it at their 25, 1st and 10. Quick shout out to Maria Garner, as well as Jadiel. OMG, it's Star for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. TBE says Cowboys versus Ravens Super Bowl. Wow. All right. really how you feel. If that's really how you feel, here we go. 1st and 10. As Browning still in the game. Under center. Snap is off. Handoff up the middle. And Mixon tries to get away. Spins out of it. And he'll get taken down. Gets maybe 2 yards in the play. It's now 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Maria says, I'm watching the game right now. Shout out to you, Maria. Let's go. Welcome to the channel. Ron says, instead of Joe, how about no Burrow? 2nd and 8 for these Bengals. We'll see if this Ravens defense can keep this momentum. They've been great on the pass. Run not so much. Here we go. 2nd and 8. And this is going to be another handoff to Mixon up the middle. And once again, another first down for these Bengals as they get the run going. And just like I said, they've been having a rough time with the run. 9-yard pickup, first down. Maria says Ravens versus Lions Super Bowl. That'd be interesting. Unacceptable Views is actually live. Yes, actually live. Cowboys can't beat Philly or San Fran. It's a fact. You're going to need to beat those two teams if you're going to make it anywhere near the Super Bowl, as Mixon will get it again. He'll get about another 5 yards on the run, and it's going to be 2nd and 5. Yankees media, yes. Sunday at 4 o'clock, Jets, Bills, and then we'll roll right into the Vikings and the Broncos. So make sure you guys lock in and subscribe if you have not. I will be streaming both those games on Sunday, and then Monday night we'll be getting into the Chiefs and the Eagles. So we got ourselves a busy little weekend here, including Monday before Thanksgiving. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6 as Irwin motions. Browning takes a snap. Another fake. No. Quick throw, and this will be caught. And he gets that one. Holds on to it, and that's going to be a first down as these Bengals moving the chains. Patrick Queen got beat on that play. And Irwin gets 14 yards. It's now 1st and 10 as the Bengals get to the 47. Good throw, good catch. I like it. WTG says, hey, Jay, I'm a big fan. Thanks a lot, WTG. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Carson says, hey, Jay, what is all your streaming platforms? So, yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, obviously YouTube. And Browning's under duress, gets out of trouble. He's going to run and keep it and slides for about 4 yards, and that's going to lead to 2nd down. So, yeah. Maria's showing the cookies. You guys are hilarious. All right. Shout out to all 1,411 of you for rocking with us tonight. 646 likes. The next goal is going to be 750, so make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. The mid says, I'm a little fan, Jay. I'm only 5'3". Hey, you're still a big fan to me. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 5 for these Bengals. Browning surprising me. He's moving the ball. He's poised. He's calm back there. He's taking his time. Goes deep to the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. No flags. Good defense by Stone that time. Try to get it over to Jackson. And this will lead to 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Carson says, I have mixed up my fantasy football, but I don't have him starting. And he's at 17 points. Tough break. That was like me with the Steelers, I think, week 3. If I would have had the Steelers defense in, I would have won the game. Or won my fantasy game. It happens, man. Here we go. 3rd and 5 for these Bengals. 10 seconds on the play clock. Calls an audible. Steps up. Changes the play. 3 seconds on the play clock. I don't know if they're going to get this off. And that should be a delay, ref. And it is. They'll blow it dead. And that's going to be a delay. So take away 5 yards. And it is now 3rd and 10 as they get pushed back to the 47. Maria says, Jay, who do you have winning this game? My prediction was the Ravens. That was my prediction. Imagine Dolphins losing to the Raiders. Talk about an upset. Yeah, Listen, all it takes is one game to get that spark. You know, you get that spark, and things can change, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Raiders to do anything. Unless that Dolphins defense just flounders like we've been seeing them in. Hopefully you guys like that pun. But here we go, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Pressure comes. They bring a blitz. Browning throws deep, and this is going to be incomplete, and there's probably going to be a flag. Here it is. Terrible defense. You don't just run into the receiver. What are you doing? Play the ball. So now there's going to be pass interference, and that will give the Bengals excellent field position. And they should be inside the 20 now. Terrible defense. Terrible. Burrow injured? Yeah, he injured his hand. When is the Bills bye week? It's week 13. Yeah, week 13. That's the bye week because we got the Jets and then the Eagles, and then we get the bye, and then it'll be back to the Chiefs. All right, 1st and 10 for these Bengals at the 13 now after the penalty. Handoff up the middle, and they're gonna get a couple here. And so now this is what changes things, because we know like Browning could move the ball, and you know the run game's been solid. But can Browning get this touchdown in the red zone? That's going to be a real question because this defense has been able to hold up here for the Ravens. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. Clock rolls as we hit the 10-minute, 50-second mark. 15 seconds on the play clock. Antonio, what up, man? What's going on with you? Patty Wilson says, good night. I'll see who wins tomorrow. Shout out to you, Patty. Or you can stay up and see who wins as Browning's in trouble, gets out of it. He's just going to run, tries to hit this edge, and he does. He'll get about 3 yards, gets out of bounds. And that's going to lead to 3rd and about 5. 3rd and about 5 at the 8. Chiefs versus Eagles, best game this week. Yeah, that game's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. But you know what? I'm also excited to see the Vikings and the Broncos. Joshua Dobbs, what they've been doing over there with the Vikings. Russell Wilson coming back stronger than ever, and Sean Payton doing a hell of a job coaching. I think that's going to be a great Sunday night game for sure before we get into the finale on Monday. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw on a slant. That's going to be broken up, and that'll be incomplete. 4th and 5, and this will lead, or should lead, to a field goal. Should lead to a field goal. Browning is more mobile than Burrow. That's trouble. Yeah. But down here, that's not going to work for you. So let's see what they do. It's 4th and 5. I think they're going to go and kick this field goal. We shall see. Why does it feel like this game is going slow? Yeah, it's slowed down a little bit for sure. It's definitely slowed down a little bit. So 4th and 5. Kick is up. It is good. And now the score is going to be 21-13 as Ravens hold down to an 8-point lead. 8-point lead. All right. Quick shout out to Chris Gmo for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Chris. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Stewart says start Dobbs or Kyler Murray this week. I do think that you're going to have a crazy close game for that Vikings and Broncos. So if you're looking for points, I'd probably go with Murray. He's coming off the win. And, yeah, I'd probably go with Murray. The AFC North was just determined. No Joe Burrow. No chance for the Bengals. Well, you know, it's an 8-point game. So nothing to, be upset about yet. Furious Storm, you don't hide, my friend. You don't hide. We got to hide someone. I will handle it. But we'll let it go this time. We will let it go this time, my friend. All right. What up, Eric? What's going on with you, bro? Ron says, Ravens have to win so I can enjoy all the great matchups this weekend. Right? You don't want to be stressed out. You want your team to win. You don't want to be stressed out. You know how it goes. You go, Furious. You good. I understand why you did it, but, you know, it's just a general rule. General rule. Sparktabulous, what up? What's going on with you? Chris says, thanks. Listening from Osaka, Japan via Sydney, Australia. Ravens flock. Shout out to you, Chris. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to the international watchers. Much love to each and every one of you. All right. Mitch says, don't have money to donate now, or I would. I enjoy your streams, bro, and I want to show support however I can. Listen, I'm just glad that you're here, man. You know, I don't beg. I don't ask for donations. Whatever people decide to send, I'm much appreciative of. So, yeah, I don't, ask for anything. Whatever's given to me is what you guys choose to do from your heart. And, that's it. I'm just glad you're here and we're sharing sports together. That's all that matters. Yankees Media says, Jay, who do you have, Chiefs versus Eagles? I got the Chiefs. Do you guys not watch the prediction videos? We're going to have a fight. I put so much time and energy into these prediction videos, and the normal, people who watch them always watches them, and then we'll get some new viewers who watches them. It's always 30% subscribers and then 70% non-subscribe who watches the prediction videos. But then you guys will come in when I'm streaming a game and you're like, yo, Jay, who do you got for this team? And I'm like, yo, I put up the prediction video last night. So what's going on? Shout out to Christopher Jones coming through with the $2 super chat. Let's go. Shout out to you, Christopher. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $2 as these Bengals will kick it back to the Ravens. And that's going to be a touchback, so we'll take it at the 25. Thanks a lot, Keisha. Shout out to you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Chris is first time on the channel and loving it. Hey, like I said, I'm glad to have all of you guys here with us. All 1,589 of you in the building for this Thursday night game. Score is 21-13. Ravens get the ball back after the kick. And 9 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here we go. Lamar Jackson under center. 10 seconds on the play clock. Defense steps up. He calls an audible as the Bengals are showing a 5-man rush. 3 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. This is going to be a handoff. Cuts back. Moves inside. He's still going. And that's going to be a big gain of about 20, 25 yards for Edwards. Great run. Great read on the defense as these Ravens get the run going now. Let's go. Maria says Ravens are a top 5 team in the NFL. 100%. Ira says, in all fairness, Jay, people come in during a Bills game and you're decked out in Bills gear and ask what team you root for. That is true. Keisha says, so you don't think the Eagles will win? Why? I'll get into that momentarily. 1st and 10 as Lamar in trouble just dumps it off, and that's going to be caught. Big play, first down. As the Ravens move the ball. There it is. So, yeah, Keisha, as far as the Eagles, I appreciate Jalen Hurts. I like A.J. Brown, Goddard, all them boys on the offense right now. They're doing wonderful. The big problem with me is the Eagles, and as far as their defense, especially when it comes to the second half, they allow way too many points. There's been too many games that they probably should have lost because it's been a one-score game because their defense has just allowed way too many points in the second half. You can't do that with the Chiefs. And they're going to have a tough time with that Kelsey and Mahomes matchup. And they're at Arrowhead. So, yeah, I'm not saying that, the Chiefs are going to steamroll them, but the Chiefs are probably going to take that W for sure. All right, here we go. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 for these Ravens as we have motion. Lamar directing traffic. Snap is off. This is going to be a handoff to Edwards up the middle, fighting, and picks up another first down, about 6 yards on the run. Low budget builders as Eagles are overrated. All right. Mitch Mayhem says, before I knew Jay was a Bills fan, he just struck me as a Lions fan until I saw him in Bills gear. Shout out to you. Cryptars is going to watch prediction like the last one. Yeah, at the end of the day, I always have a positive prediction week. I mean, it's been very rare that I had a bad week. I think I've had 2 bad weeks out of 10. So, there's some money in there for you if you pay attention. Here we go. 1st and 10. Snap is off. Lamar drops back. Quick throw out to the flat. This will be caught. Uses the stiff arm, and that will be Mitchell for about 8 or 9 yards. And 2nd and 2. Joshua Pridgeon says, thanks, Jay, for the broadcast. I always enjoy listening at work. Shout out to you, man. Much love, much love. Eagles on 4th down are unstoppable. Hard to beat that. Yeah, that's fine, but, so is Patrick Mahomes from 3rd and long. It's almost a guarantee he's going to figure out how to either run for those, 16 or 15 yards or catch somebody, for the first down. It's just the reality of it. As Lamar is going to keep this and slides for another first down. As they get to the 13, Ravens moving the ball, keeping the momentum going. Keisha says, okay, I appreciate it. That gives me a lot to think about when picking my teams. Yeah, if you go back and just look at the Eagles scores, I mean, there's a couple games, obviously, they blew out who they were supposed to. But go back and look at the Eagles games, each one of them. Look at the scores and see if it makes sense to you as far as the teams that they were playing and, how many defense or how many points their defense allowed. And then you'll start to understand how to break these things down. Here we go. Handoff up the middle, and this is going to be Mitchell for about 5 yards as he slipped up there. Second down. Roland says Purdy or Shroud this week. Yeah, I'd probably go Purdy. Purdy's a safe bet this week, for sure. Reverend says, not only are the predictions good, but you actually take the time to reasonably and logically explain your conclusions. Thank you, Reverend. You already know. Here we go, 2nd and 7. As Lamar drops back, takes his time, and he's just going to roll out. Was in trouble, and then he just goes down. It looks like he tripped up. And it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Matt says, yeah, my Lions have the best run game in the league. Yeah, I like the Lions. I do. I was talking about the Lions at the beginning of the season. Immortal called them the paper Lions. People at my DMs, they were talking garbage to me, saying that the Lions are going to be trash. And here we are. Lions are definitely in the running for a potential Super Bowl run. And everyone's been quiet. They always hit the DMs when they think they know what's going to happen. But when I'm right, things get quiet. I don't get it. But here we go. 3rd and 12. Snap is off. Lamar's just going to keep this. He runs. Tries to hit this edge. And they're going to be just short. Well, not just short, but about 4 yards short of the first and goal. So 4th and 4. We'll see what they do here. It's most likely going to be a kick just to keep this a 2-score game. As Lamar's going to trot off the field. Mitch says, whoever asked Purdy or Shroud, they're both good, but Purdy is him. I'm a Niner fan. He's the most underrated player in the NFL. 100%. He's a real deal. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to take Purdy this week because he's back at 100%, right? People thought that Purdy's run was over because Debo was out and he struggled for about 3 games, right? And then obviously he came back against the Jaguars where people thought that, the Jags were going to put up some kind of a fight and completely obliterated him. So, yeah, Purdy's right back to where he is, and that's why I would pick him over Shroud this coming week because, the kid plays solid football. His IQ is well above others who are within his bracket of playing time. And without a doubt, he's definitely going to get you the yards because he plays safe football. So, sure, I will go with Purdy this week over Shroud because you got to figure with Shroud, the same thing's going to happen that happened to Brock Purdy. He's going to go on this run, right? Shroud's going to go on the run, and then something's going to happen. It never fails. Nobody can keep the run going, and that's fine. That doesn't mean that Shroud's not great because he is. It just means that you have to have a cool-off game. You got to slow down a little bit. Something's going to happen to where you have a bad or just an okay game, whether you win or lose. That's just the reality of it. Goff is the most underrated player. I would probably say most underrated quarterback for sure. I go there. Dak is the most hated. I would agree with that. For sure. San Francisco defense is a brick wall. Yes. Without a doubt. All right, 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in this third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Score is now 24-13 after the field goal for the Ravens. Back to an 11-point game, and Bengals will be getting it back shortly. A quick timeout, commercial break. Father Time says, Jay, speaking reality. That's how I speak. It's been really amazing over the last 3 seasons. I've really learned to, not talk about things as far as, obviously that I didn't know. And then number two, without emotion and all that kind of stuff, because, a lot of people go into these predictions and into these power rankings with like emotion and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that. I look at the stats. I look at the analytics. I go look at the highlights for the team, for the games that I didn't watch. And that's how I structure everything. And that's how I also do my predictions. So there you go. Propa comes through with the $2 super chat. Let's go. Says JFK has only missed one Lions playoff win. That's absolutely hilarious. Shout out to you, Propa. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Shout out to you, Mitch. Yeah, man. Maria says Ravens over Bengals for right now. For right now, that is for sure. Shout out to you guys. 1,746 viewers, 679 likes. We're trying to get to 750. If you have not, make sure that you do hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Also, if you have not, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss a stream for Monday, Thursday, and of course Sunday. Sunday, I will be streaming the Jets versus the Bills, followed by the Vikings and the Broncos. And then, of course, Monday night, the finale, Eagles and Chiefs. So make sure you're here. Make sure you lock it in. Make sure that you do subscribe. It's going to be a great time. All right. Here we go. Bengals will take it from the 25, 1st and 10 with 4 minutes left in this third quarter. Things are starting to pick up as far as the game now. I think things are definitely moving a little bit faster since the Ravens had the ball. So I do think they're probably going to start running it a little bit more if they do get it back to try and kill this clock and keep this lead. But here we go. 1st and 10 for right now. Browning in at quarterback for these Bengals. 10 seconds on the play clock. He calls an audible. Doesn't like this defense. They're showing the blitz. As Queen backs up. Snap is off. They bring forward. Quick throw. This is going to be caught by Chase, but there's a flag. There is a flag. And let's see what's going on here. Maybe a false start. I traded Dak and Pollard for Derrick Henry. Wow. That's interesting. All right. False start for the Bengals, so that's going to push them back 5 yards. It's now 1st and 15 from the 20. Yeah, the offensive coordinators are scared for their jobs now. They should be. Become creative. Don't just get stuck in some rut and allow your team to keep losing just because you supposedly can't figure it out. Understand your talent, really do your homework. And, like I said, I was going to drop a video in regards to Stephon Diggs this morning. But my big thing is this right now. Is Josh Allen actually studying film? That's going to be a video I do next, as Browning is going to get wrapped up and he goes down. That's going to be a big loss, about 9-yard sack, and he goes down. It's going to be about 2nd and 24 or 25 right now. Is Josh Allen actually studying film? Is he actually studying the defenses that he's playing against? Is he doing his homework? Is he actually prepared on game day? Because I'm sick of seeing a quarterback with Josh Allen's talent going out there and just improvising or telegraphing his passes. Let's really dig deep and really dive in and figure out what the problem is, instead of saying, well, he's a good quarterback. He's great. He's got a good arm. They just need to figure it out. No, we need to really figure it out. Because, yes, as talented as he is, it doesn't matter if he can't move the ball, especially if he goes out there and everything that he does is predictable. So I think he needs to study more. I think he should be watching game film every day, because when you're paid $250 million, I think you need to show up. But here we go. 3rd and 17 for these Bengals. As they're showing a 4-man, they bring 4. Pressure comes. Browning just throws this thing up. It's caught, but it's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. And this will lead to a Bengals punt. All right. Michael says, it's always a flag. The whole game been a flag, bro. They're not letting the Bengals play football. Is the Ravens ever going to get a flag, bro? That's how you know this game is rigged. Stop it. Browning just threw this ball literally about 40 yards to Chase. He catches it, but he was out of bounds. There's no flag on that one, sir. Good defense. And Bengals just can't move the ball without Burrow right now. It's just the reality of The biggest upset last week was the Bills versus Broncos. I'm not sure about that. I definitely think the Texans and the Bengals were probably the biggest because nobody expected C.J. Stroud to put up the numbers that he did, without a doubt. Josh Allen can't read the field past his second read. Shout out to you, Vic. Well, and that's the problem. Andrew Dunn says, dumb question, Jay. He watches all of Haley Steinfeld's films. I said the defense films, sir, not Haley's. We know he's watching Haley's films. He needs to be watching the defense and game films. That's what he needs to be watching, for sure. So, yeah. CF Fishing says, your route Browning is horrible. Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready. This game was way too important for Burrow to be out. And Browning's under a lot of considerable pressure by the Ravens defense. Because to be honest, even Burrow was under pressure. It was very difficult for Burrow to move the ball. And they had to go to the running game to even really get the ball moving. So now you got Browning trying to just get rid of it and create something, but it's not there. So yeah, after the punt, the Ravens will take it at the 44. It'll be 1st and 10 for them. They're up 11 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this third quarter. Quick timeout, commercial break. Matt says quarterback IQ is very important. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Jay, you think about Dobbs at Minnesota? I like Dobbs. He's showing poise. He's showing that he's ready to ball. He's going out there and doing stuff with the Vikings that nobody expected him to do. He's increased on his IQ. And I think he's at the point in his career where he actually wants to go out and win. So that actually determines a lot. When someone, gets on a new team, when the star quarterback, is off and that team potentially has a chance to actually go and do something, and you have someone like him step up, the kid's hungry. So we'll see, my friend. We'll see. Jake Browning is Sam Darnold. Oh, man. Deb Bob says maybe snuff. Yeah. In my opinion, the top teams are Lions, 49ers, Ravens, Chiefs, and Eagles. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I probably wouldn't put them in that order, but yeah, you're right. You're right there. Bob says, Jay, I'm going to have to get. See you Sunday, brother. Shout out to you, Bob. Let's go. Let's go. What happened to Andre Ware? He was underrated. I'm not sure. DeAndre Pittman says, if the game is rigged, go rig 50K. Right? If it's rigged, go get that money. Go get that money if the game is rigged. Without a doubt. Would love to see Seattle pick up Dobbs. Yeah, I feel like there's a few places he could have went, but nobody was really paying attention, to be honest. It's just the reality of it. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Ravens. Snap is off. This is going to be a handoff. Nice move. Still going. Gets a nice block. And that'll be about 20 yards on the run there for Mitchell. Getting it going. Running that ball. Moving those chains. And running this clock as Ravens are in full control of this game right now. And if they score one more time, this game could well be potentially out of reach. Spark says Allen is watching YouTube. Clifford says, Jay, in the first quarter, you were whining about the refs. Now you're telling Cincinnati fans to stop it. It's just funny how you have changed your opinion. Now Ravens are ahead. Yeah, because we don't see any more flags on either side. I mean, we've seen a couple false starts, but there hasn't been any real plays where there's a defensive pass interference or someone doing illegal block or illegal use of hands or a face mask. We haven't seen none of that, so there hasn't been any flags. You want me to make flags? Like, what do you want me to do? There's no flags being thrown because either one, they're not seeing anything, or much isn't happening. Cleveland had Dobbs in training camp, SMH. Yeah, they did. And he played preseason. They let him go. He had a sack and an interception. I think that's why, though. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Lamar throws deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Try to get it over to Beckham. He tried to go for the one-hander. 3rd and 4. Father Time says, you want flags? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it. Dustin says, this has been a clean game. And if you're on Jay's channel over the last week, holy crap, Jay was on it. You guys know. Everyone who watches me really. No, I call every flag at every play that I see that should be a flag. And for right now, I'm seeing decent, clean football. I've been just like that last play. Defense played the ball, so no flag. But here we go, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Lamar taking his time and almost gets sacked. Gets out of it. Now he's going to throw deep to the end zone. That's going to be caught, but he's out of bounds. He is out of bounds. And this will lead to 4th and 4, and there is now going to be an injured Bengal down. So now the Ravens will kick a field goal. But Turner was injured on the play. And I just want to see why or what happened. DeAndre says, random, I won 4 Barria tacos, 6 churros, and Pina Agua de Fresca. All right. Dustin says, seriously, Jay? Catch the football. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. Iris says, go for it. Yeah, they're not going to go for it. Not from the 29. Henry, Ravens are my team. Shout out to you, Frederica. Gideon says, where are you at, Jay? I'm watching from Dallas, home of the boys. Shout out to you, Gideon. I'm in New York. New York, my friend. 4th and 4, and Ravens will kick it. It is up, and it's good. Score is now going to be 27-13 as Ravens increasing on that lead. Dustin says, seriously, Jay, the flag's Vegas. Yeah, here's the thing. We get into these games where the refs start throwing flags left and right? It obviously controls not only just how the play goes, but it controls the clock, right? Because it stops the clock. That prolongs the game. Then there obviously, I told you guys, what was it, like 3-4 weeks ago, when I really started to dig into the refs. We started seeing them conversing after every flag, it wasn't just like a set, okay, we know what this is. They were huddling up on every flag, basically conversing on what should be called or what was going to be called. And it was absolutely ridiculous. So I think it was after that Chiefs and Jets game is when they really had to slow down. And that's why you're going to kind of see them get relaxed on the flags, because it got ridiculous after that Chiefs and Jets game. It was absolutely nuts. I couldn't call a play without there being a flag. It was ridiculous. But nevertheless, here we go. 27-13, 26 seconds left in this third quarter, and the Bengals will be getting the ball back. Jay, did you see Brandon Cooks had 173 yards, and CD broke a record for 150 yards in the last 3 games? I did not see that. I have to check it out. Shout out to you, Legendary. Dustin says, dude, I'd hang out with you, Jay. You're an intelligent, well-reserved individual. Thank you. Shout out to you, Dustin. Yeah, man. Much love to you as well. I want to do a little get-together with you guys. I'm thinking maybe, we try to plan something, hopefully. It's going to take about a year to do it, but I'd love to, plan a meet-up, a get-together with everybody at a neutral location somewhere in the U.S., and it'll be a fun time. So, I'll cover things like all the food and stuff and all that, but you just have to get there, figure out logic and all that stuff. So maybe for a weekend we can figure it out somewhere, and we can make it happen. But all right, second down for these Bengals as Mixon goes nowhere on the run. 2nd and 10, 5 seconds on the clock. They're just going to let this roll down. And that will lead to the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Scores 27-13. Bengals have it, 2nd and 10 as we start the fourth quarter. But before that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Timeout. Dustin says, that'd be cool. Meetup will be fun. It would be. Avery says, we definitely need to do a meetup in Vegas. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we could do like a meetup in Vegas, that'd be cool. Meetup in Vegas, 2 days. And, probably try to go when it's not too crazy in Vegas, It's always crazy in Vegas. But when it's like chill. Like it's not, heavy, holiday, or like when, Raiders are playing, or, well, not if we get the baseball team. It's crazy. Vegas is crazy right now. So maybe we can try to figure something out when, it's a little slower in the season and stuff like that. All right. Quick timeout. Commercial break. Shout out to Furious. Answer that second question in a second. Carson says, Jay, what's your favorite holiday? I think it's actually Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would say Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I like Christmas, but Thanksgiving, you get to cook, food, drinks, football, family, friends. I think you do get all that. Christmas too, the gift factor. But for me, Thanksgiving. Furious says, what are we going to do in Vegas? Never been? Listen, there's a lot to do in Vegas. And even you don't have to gamble as well. That's the beautiful thing about it. Everybody thinks you got to gamble when you go to Vegas. You don't have to gamble. You can do other stuff. You can literally enjoy a lot of the stuff that's happening on the Strip. The scenery, the food, the music, the shows. There's so much that you can do there without having to, just gamble. And, I get all the comp and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you can just go out there and just relax, have a good time, not have to spend a ton of money, get some good food, and, get some good entertainment. So, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, my friend. There's a lot. All right. So, 2nd and 10 as we start this fourth quarter for the Bengals. And we'll see what happens. Ira says, you take your gamble going to Vegas? Not at all. I lived in Vegas, and all you have to know is where to go, what to do, where you should be, where you shouldn't be, and you'll be fine. It's not a gamble at all. The dreaded fourth quarter. Shout out to you, Ron. Vegas is actually family friendly these days. Yeah, Vegas, it used to be heavily adult oriented, but they know that, they were going to make money by bringing in the family vibe to it. So that's why, Vegas is the way that it is. Like I said, you don't have to gamble. You can literally go there and just be entertained, have some good food, and just hang out. They've got nice pools. They got DJs by the pools. You could buy a nice cabana, get you some great drinks, and just hang out, enjoy the view. There's a lot of different things that you can do in Vegas that doesn't involve gambling and losing money. But obviously, if you got it, right, you can go get some money. Maybe pay for your trip. I've done that multiple times. I've went out there, a couple thousand, ran it up to 10, whole trip was paid for, left out of there with some money, and it was a great trip. You never know what's going to happen. But the reality is this, you don't have to gamble when you go out there. So you can avoid that narrative. Shout out to you, Michelle. Here's what the Ravens should put the Bengals out of their misery. Yeah. Okay. I work in the gambling industry. Maybe I could write it off as a work trip. Taiwan, there you go, bro. There you go. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 for these Bengals as we start this fourth quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Ravens bring 4. Quick throw out to the flat. And this is going to be for about 2 yards. 3rd and about 8 as Hudson gets 2 on the catch. Carson says, yo, Jay, can you decide whether I go play Madden or stay and watch you? Carson, I'm going to leave that up to you, my friend. You got to ask yourself what's more entertaining. You playing Madden, a game that you can play every day, or you rocking with Jay and figuring out what's going to happen in this fourth quarter because, you know, the game's going to end soon. So there you go. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for these Bengals. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. They bring 4. Quick throw, and this will be broken up, incomplete. 4th and 8. And yeah, Ravens defense handling the business, ladies and gentlemen. Handling the business. Wow. I did say Bengals 14, Ravens 28. I did say that. That was my score prediction. Wow. It's now 27-13, but I'm sure there's going to be more points. But it's funny how that happened right now as we start this fourth quarter. Just noticed that. All right, here we go. Kick is off. Back to the Ravens. And this is going to be a fair catch at the 34. That's where they'll take it, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Not a bad backup. I mean, if you don't want to win, right, I guess. Avery says, got the whole 4th left. Ravens going over 35. I definitely see them running a lot, running this clock. That's for sure. For sure. DeAndre says, if you worked in the casino, you'll know it's a scam. Yeah, you know, there's all kinds of scams out there for sure. You don't got to work in a casino to know that, you know, casinos are scams. You just got to know how to get in and get out and do what you need to do. But here we go. Handoff up the middle to Mitchell. That's going to be about 4 yards on the play. Clock will roll. 2nd and 5. This Bengals quarterback is straight trash. Shout out to you, Jeff. Hey. Steph says, when you send a message, people will be able to see that you subscribe to this channel. That is true. If you're a chess master, you don't need to scam. I haven't played chess in a while. I love it. I do love some chess. Here we go. 2nd and 5 for these Ravens as they hand it off again. Gets a little space. Mitchell gets 3 yards. Clock will roll as we hit the 13-minute mark. And it's going to be about 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Robert says, Jay, of all the team logos on helmet designs, which one is your favorite? I'm not a fan of my team's helmet, Jets, but I do like Bengals helmets. You know, I think the old school Titans for me. Yeah, the old school Oilers were my favorite probably. Tara, what up? What's going on with you all the way from Clamor, New York? Let's go. Shout out to you, Tyra. Thanks a lot, Carson. DeAndre says, oh, let someone win $2 to $4 million. They made $1 billion already. Well, that's the game, right? It's just like football and all the sport books and all that stuff, right? It's a money-making business, no matter how you look at it. All these companies are out to make money, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's sports. Doesn't matter what it is. You know, it's just whether or not you can understand the entertainment value behind it, and it makes sense for you. And if you want to indulge in that, can you do it responsibly? That's what, you know, it boils down to. As Lamar's going to run for about 9 yards here. It'll be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Carson says, Jay, do you have a favorite video game? I was playing Starfield for a little bit just to, you know, calm the mind and just have something to do for a little while. But right now I think I'm waiting for the new GTA. That's like the next one I'm waiting for. Love the story. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2 as we have motion. This is going to be another handoff and another first down, but there's a flag. I knew that was coming. Shout out to Maria. Says, let's go Baltimore. Let's go. Per minute, the valuation of $1.2 million. Browns helmets are the best. Okay. Raiden says, Jay, what team, any football, basketball, baseball hat looks the best and why? I mean, it really all depends because, I mean, for me, like, I'll rock, you know, Yankees X. I'm a Yankees fan, Bills hat. So it really just all depends on what I see in the store and what I feel like buying. I've got, you know, tons of Bills hats, but, you know, it looks good. I buy it. And, you know, it's just the reality of it. You don't like bad team jerseys? We know that some jerseys are cursed more than others. For sure. For sure. Matt says, can you guess the most popular video game? Tetris. 2nd and 12. As Lamar's going to roll out. Still on his feet. And he's going to get about 5 yards and it'll be third down. Third down. Carson, Jerry streaming any basketball games? Yeah, December we'll start basketball. We'll start basketball. Most popular is Minecraft. I thought Tetris was still the most popular game. Really? I hate Minecraft. I'm just being honest. I was a little biased there because I hate Minecraft. I just don't like it. I don't know why. I never got into it. The kids enjoy it. The kids like it, but for me, it's not for me. Avery, the Spurs. Spurs, my friend. Spurs. Jack Baby, Bills Mafia. World of Warcraft was at one point. Yeah, so was Tetris. Tetris was huge at one point. I don't know when it shifted to Minecraft. I'm sure it did within the last, probably 10 years, something like that, or whatever, however long it's been. But yeah. All right, so Ravens will punt back to the Bengals, and it's going to go out to the end zone. So touchback. Bengals will take it at their 20, 1st and 10. 10 minutes and 33 seconds left in this fourth quarter as Burrow just stares on. Carson, the Spurs. Spurs, my friend. Jacoby says, when is GTA supposed to come out? So the trailer's supposed to drop next month, and then the actual game should probably be out probably end of 2024 or beginning of 2025. But sometimes they get delayed, so it could be the end of 2025. Ravens letting a team hang around again? No, I think they'll be fine. The defense isn't going to allow too much. We'll see, though. We'll see. You never know what could happen. Never know. We're in a quick timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, as things are winding down with 10 minutes and 33 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Quick timeout commercial break. Some of you are too young, but my favorite from back in that era was actually the Neo Geo with Samurai and them boys and all that kind of stuff. Those Neo Geo was my favorite. You could only actually play those in the arcade, and they brought out the Neo Geo player. Yeah, those were definitely pretty cool. Vassell and Wembanyama are nice. Yeah. I think the NBA needed someone like Wembanyama because, the viewership was declining, and, he's definitely been a breath of fresh air for the league. So it's good. It's good for sure. Shout out to you, Meg. Yeah, where are we at? 721 likes. Let's try to get to 750, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We need 28 more. 28 more likes, 28 more thumbs up. As it's 1st and 10 for these Bengals. Browning is going to hand this off, run up the middle. That's going to be for about 3 yards. As Mixon can't go nowhere. Clock rolls. What? All right. Michael says, remember Shinobi? Yeah, man. Yeah. Shinobi was a classic. My favorite NIS game was actually Double Dragon. That was my favorite. Legend of Zelda. I had the gold edition, classic one. That cartridge is worth like millions right now. It's crazy. 2nd and 7. Quick throw. And this is going to be to Mixon again as he picks up another 3 yards. And it'll be 3rd and about 4. Mega Man, yeah. Mega Man was great. Played all those. You guys we're taking it way back. Way back. Pac-Man, yeah, I love Pac-Man. Pac-Man's just like that universal game that everybody knows. Here we go. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Can these Bengals pick up this first down? Snap is off. They bring 5. Pressure comes. Brownie's going to step up, and he gets away. No! They will bring him down, and he'll lose 3 yards. And he gets sacked. Shout out to Nancy. Says, moral of the story, Chiefs contenders come and go, but the Chiefs stay on top. Street Fighter, yeah, I was actually in 4 Street Fighter competitions. I came in 2nd place, 3rd place. Yeah. 2nd place, 3rd place, 3rd place, and then I didn't even crack the top 10 on the 4th one. Street Fighter competitions are hard. They're hard. They're hard for sure. That's when Third Strike was in. I was a beast in Third Strike. Here we go. As the Ravens will get it back on the punt. They'll take it to about the 32. 9 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. And we'll see what these Ravens can do as far as moving this ball and running the clock. Michael says, I still got the Saturn console. Let's go. Listen, I love Dreamcast. When Dreamcast dropped, that's when the first 2K came out and Allen Iverson was on the cover. You also had the 2K football. Times were different back then. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Yeah, I love that one. That was a great one. That was one of my Nintendo favorites. For sure. Robert says, Jay, first things first, beat the Bills, but do the Jets expose the Dolphins offense next Friday night, just like the Bills did? Robert, you're not just going to skip past that, talking about some beat the Bills. You're not just going to beat the Bills. You thought I was just going to go along with that? You funny. Lose to the Bills, but then you're probably going to lose to the Dolphins as well. Because, you know, divisional rival games, and we split the difference. You know this, sir. I don't have to tell you this. You know how this goes. We split the games. So there you go. Dreamcast was great. Yeah, it was great for sure. Anyone know if Gus Edwards is in the game? I need him to get 3 more rushing yards. I have not seen him. They put in Mitchell. So yeah. Metal Slug? Yes. That man, I spent hours on Metal Slug for sure. There was like 3 of them. 3 or 4, I think. And then they did Metal Slug X. It's like so many different versions, but they're all good. Carson says, Jay, who's your quarterback on fantasy football? Josh Allen and Derek Carr, which I think I'm about to go with Carr. Caston82 says, how do I say this family friendly? Mac got pumped up during bouts on Punch-Out and select start on repeat. It was all about those star punches, yo. It's all about those star punches. I'm a Smash Bros fanatic. Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys. Going back down memory lane. All right, ladies and gentlemen. 1,575 viewers. 732 likes. We're still trying to get to that 750, so make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We need 18 more. 18 more likes, 18 more thumbs up to get to 750. Earthworm Jim, I hated Earth. You know, I like, when I was a kid, I liked it, but like when I got older, I just totally like remember like getting so frustrated in that game, which made me start hating it. Now I dislike Earthworm Jim. So it's going to be a handoff for about 5 yards, and you were asking for Edwards, and there he is. So whoever needed that 3, you just got him, my friend. You just got him, as it's now going to be 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4. Commodore 64. Shout out to you, Father Time. Yeah, talk about graphics. Double Dragon and Contra. Yeah, Double Dragon was it, man. And then they did the Double Dragon with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was great. That was a great matchup they did. Here we go, 2nd and 4. And there's going to be a flag. Of course there's going to be a flag on a running play. So let's see what they do here now. Wide receivers on fantasy. I've got, well, my tight ends, George Kittle. I've got Gabe Davis. Allen or Keenan Allen. And who else I got? Come on. I know I just made some adjustments. I got to see who went through my waiver wire. Or the waiver wire. Yeah, Deebo Samuel, Gabe Davis, and Njoku, George Kittle. 2nd and 9 as Lamar drops back. And he's going to throw deep. That's going to be caught. That is Odell Beckham. Makes a quick move. And he picks up a big chunk of yardage. And there's a flag. So we'll see what happens here. I think we're going to count this pass, though. And we'll see what this flag is about. Illegal use of the hands on the defense. And yeah, that's going to be declined. That's going to be declined. First down for these Ravens. What a play. What a play. Nice route. Nice move. 51 yards on the catch. Beautiful. As they now get to the 16, it'll be 1st and 10 for these Ravens. Clock rolls at the 7-minute mark. There you go. There you go. So OBJ comes off the field grabbing his shoulder, though, so we'll see what happens there. But for right now, it's 1st and 10. 4 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Lamar's just going to keep it. He's running and gets about 7 yards. He's hyped up. 2nd down. 2nd down, ladies and gentlemen. Clock will roll as we hit the 6-minute, 54-second mark. And Mr. Burrow is showing a sad face right now on that sideline, which is really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate because obviously you can't control injuries, obviously. And it's just where we are. It's where we are. All right, so 2nd and 2 now. 5 seconds on the play clock and rolling. And this is going to be a handoff to Hill. Tries to hit the edge. Gets maybe a couple. It'll be 3rd down and about 2. 3rd and 2. Bateman ain't blocking anybody. Nancy says, give the Bengals another 75 years and they won't win the Super Bowl then either. That's 75 years. She's like, nobody's going to see them do anything in our lifetime. Russell Fields says, not the OBJ shoulder. I played my son in original ice hockey. It was fun sharing with my son. Shout out to you, Russell. Need Lamar over 18.5 completions. Jamie, where's he at now? I don't have that stat available to me right now unless I look it up, and I'm not going to do that for a moment. 3rd and 2. Handoff up the middle. 1st down and more. Clock will roll. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Jay, how about the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cleveland Browns on Sunday? Church, you're going to reverse that to the Cleveland Browns over the Pittsburgh Steelers, my friend, because I think Dorian Thompson-Robinson is going to go out and shock everybody. He's been waiting for an opportunity, and I think this is his chance. I think 16, yeah, I think this is going to be an all-running situation at this point, unfortunately for you. But they got to let this clock roll. They got to run this ball, no mistakes, and just punch it in. But this is going to be another handoff up the middle, and that is a Ravens touchdown as Edwards gets it in again, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. There it is. I got to wake some of you up. Ric Flair, where are you at? Woo! There it is. There it is. So, Bengals have long face. Score is now 34-13, pending the extra point. And 4 minutes and 49 seconds left on the clock in this fourth quarter. When he says, woo-rah! Guy says, I don't know about the Steelers. Always find a way in big games. Hey, that's fine. You know, it's just my prediction. That's all. That's all. Base player says, Wise Man J makes an appearance. Go Browns. Hey, listen, I seen Dorian in preseason. I like what he was doing. I thought he'd be starting with Deshaun out early in the season. But, hey, he finds a way to, you know, get his start at the end. And we'll see if he's a real deal now or not. So, yeah, I think the Browns are going to do good with that defense and Dorian coming in. All right. Thomas says Josh Allen trade to 49ers. What do you guys think? Does it make sense? That makes sense. Geared Up says, Jay, your eyebrows are on fleek. I didn't know we were saying that anymore. But hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Josh says, thanks for the stream, Jay. Take care. Shout out to you, Josh. Thanks for the love and support. Thank you for being here. Shout out to you for rocking with us tonight. Thursday Night Football, score is 34-13. It's not over yet, though. We are still here. We got 4 minutes and 49 seconds left in this game. Ladies and gentlemen. You know, I got to go and take a quick screenshot of somebody's predictions. I don't want them changing up their stuff and editing their stuff because of this win here. You know, we got to hold people accountable to their predictions because they like to change them at the last minute when their pick loses. But there you go. Shout out to Immortal. Says barbecue party at work Friday. Let's go. Shout out to you, Immortal. El Neo says, let's go Ravens D. Hold them in 13. Yeah, I said 28-14, but hey, 34-13, not bad either. Not bad either. Hey, Dallas, but could be a Dak Allen trade. Yeah. Allen is not getting traded, man. He's a franchise for the Bills. He's not getting traded. You know, there's a lot that goes into Allen here, and the love that this city has for that man. He's not going nowhere for a while. Says if Cleveland handled the Ravens, Pittsburgh is a scrimmage game. I agree with Jay. Quarterback is hungry for action, plus Watson wasn't a real factor in our season. Not at all. That defense was. And I'm going to say it. It's a hot take. But I think Dorian is a little faster, and that arm strength may be a little better than Deshaun's. We'll see on Sunday. We'll see on Sunday for sure. Shout out to you, Les. Let's go. Garbage time. Get some stats. Geared Up says, is Joe Burrow really elite? I mean, I don't think we can really question his elite status, right? The man made it to a Super Bowl. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's, you know, that puts you in that category, right? It was, you know, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. Now things have obviously shaken up to where, you know, it's Patrick Mahomes. Tua's in that conversation. And, I mean, unpopular belief for me, right? For me, I got to put Jared Goff in the mix, right? He's really, really, you know, underrated. And people love to leave him out of this conversation. I don't know why, but the man's out there balling. So, yeah. Here we go. 1st and 10. And this is going to be just a handoff for about a yard, 4:43 on the clock, and rolling. Unmade champion, yeah, shout out to you, man. Without a doubt. I think the college players are better conditioned than some of the NFL players. Yeah, they're putting in that work. They're training. You know, so at the end of the day, these guys get their money. I guess they feel like they don't have to put in the work like as much as they used to. And I think that's why we're seeing the injury problems and the injury issues. So, Brown is going to take another sack, and he goes down. That is a big hit. That's going to be a loss of about 8 yards. Terrible. Johnny says, Jay, but I thought Burrow said his window is always open. Ain't he just all the sports network's favorites? Can't wait to see them turn on him tomorrow. So they're not going to turn on Burrow because of the fact of the injury. right? If Burrow would have played this whole game and the score was the same way, then you would have seen, all the analysts going in on Burrow. But because he's injured, they're going to let this one slide, and they're going to blame everything on Browning because, he played pretty much, most of the game. As it's going to be a big run here up the middle. They'll pick up most of those yards back as Williams tries to get it going. But it's going to be fourth down. It's going to be fourth down. Carson says, yo, Jay, you picked Baltimore for this game, right? Yes, I did. I had Baltimore by 14. It's 34-13, so hey, there it is. At home, Zeke says his wrist was wrapped before the game. Should he even be playing? Doesn't matter. You step on that field, you're supposed to go win. That's the conversation. If you're that injured, don't go on the field. Don't even start. Let the backup come in and do their job. As Browning's going to keep this thing and run and pick up a first down, and he'll get to about the 49, picking up some garbage yards. Gary says, Jay, I would love to see the Ravens play the Eagles, maybe in the playoffs. Play the Eagles. That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one for sure. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Browning's got some wills. He does. That's one thing that Browning has because, his deep ball's not there. The accuracy is not there. His ability to read the defense, so. He definitely needs to take some more time and, watch some more film and develop more under Burrow, as this is going to be caught for about another 14, 15 yards, and it's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. So, yeah, Bengals will try to obviously get some garbage points here at the end of the game just to save face. As Hudson gets 19 yards in the play to be 1st and 10 at the 30, and we hit the 2-minute warning. Raiden says, Jay, do you like Joe Burrow? Yeah, he's fine. It's fine. Father Time says, Jay laid it out, either do or don't. That's what I'm saying. There's no excuses, right? If you're injured and you being injured is going to hinder the ability for your team to go out there and win, sit on the bench and let the backup come in and see what they can do. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't want to hear the excuse, he couldn't do it because he was injured. Well, then he should be on the bench, healing so that he can come back for his team when they need him the most. So there you go. There you go. All right. 2-minute warning. Quick timeout, commercial break. Maybe the NFL should have a game for the worst two teams and call it the Tidy Bowl. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Bengals. 13 seconds on the play clock. Browning takes a snap. They bring a blitz. And he's going to get out of trouble. He just runs and keeps it. And he'll get stopped inside the 20 with a minute 52 on the clock. I'll take a mix and touchdown. We'll see. Joe spent last night with 2 drunk midgets. Okay. All right. I didn't say it. He said it. Raiden says, yeah, Jay, you're right. I agree. So there's going to be another flag here. Okay. There's going to be a flag. Defensive holding, 5 yards. It'll push the Bengals to the 12, 1st and 10. Real talk, Bengals probably would have lost with Burrow anyways. Ravens better team this season. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. I had the Ravens on the prediction video. Whether Burrow was in or not, it didn't matter to me. I took the Ravens. So they're the better team. They got a stronger defense. And Lamar's been finding a way to win. So, yeah. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. That's going to be Irwin. And he'll pick up, it looks like a first down, maybe just on the line. But it may be 1st and goal as Irwin is limping, it looks like, trying to get back to the huddle. At home, Zeke says, Jay, who's going to be y'all's next offensive coordinator? Who can fix Allen? Joe Brady will be the Bills' offensive coordinator. Joe Brady. He was the quarterback coach. All right, here we go. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. 1:13 on the clock and rolling. Browning takes a snap, throws it to Chase, and that will lead to a touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, touchdown for the Bengals. Finally punching it in. Hey, garbage points is garbage points. Take what you get. Take what you get. Somebody needed that anytime touchdown for Chase, so they're happy. For sure. For sure. Carson says, Jay, would you take this trade? I get Allen, you get Burrow? No. No. I think you put Allen on that team with that system, he does the same thing, if not better than Burrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, score is now 34-20, 14-point game. Well, there you go. I got the 14, I guess. Minute 8 on the clock left in this fourth quarter. Ravens up 34-20. 34-20. Jimbo says, all right, I'm home. Ravens scored twice since they got it at work. Shout out to you, Jimbo. Got to be some people in Vegas unhappy with that Bengals touchdown. Of course. Of course. Just like there's a ton of people who took the Bengals money line and took the Bengals spread, right? Bengals by 4. Those are millions of people are mad right now. The fans, they're mad. There's a lot going on with people being mad tonight for sure. Robert says, there's your 14 points, Jay. I called it. It's set by 14. I just thought it would be 28-14 instead of 34-20. So, but that's how it works. That's how it works. Shout out to Furious Storm coming through with a $2 super chat. Says, remember when you cover off Jay. Super chat. Shout out to you, Furious Storm. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for the $2 donation, my friend. Much, much, much appreciated. All right. So, 1st and 10. And looks like, yeah, it should be just a kneeled ball here. Shout out to you, Teresa. Much love. Much love. I say trade Joe for an old book of food stamps and a pickle. Wow. Old food stamps, huh? Yeah. The paper ones. 1st and 10. Here we go. As this is going to be a handoff for about 2 yards. And Bengals are just going to let this clock roll. I mean, it just makes sense. Don't stop the clock. Leave with some dignity. Leave with some dignity. All right. Shout out to Frederica coming through. Word is bond. Sending the 50 ball on the super chat. Thank you, Frederica. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $50 donation. Much, much, much appreciated. Got the dub. Says, let's go Ravens. Big, big woos in the house. Shout out to you, Frederica. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $50 donation. Ravens taking the W, ladies and gentlemen, as they will get into the victory formation. And there it is, 34-20. Shout out to TBE Trucking coming through with the $5 super chat. Says, good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Shout out to you, TBE. As well. I got to make sure Frederica hear me again. Frederica, thank you for the $50 donation. Much, much appreciated. Got to make sure you hear me this time. You didn't hear me last time, but I'm making sure you hear me tonight. I need confirmation that you heard me too. Michael says Joe Burrow is Deshaun Watson. Johnny says Joe Burrow is garbage. His bones are made of twigs. Says he's Mr. Glass. He said Joe Burrow's Mr. Glass. I'm done. Shout out to you, Wendy. See you Sunday. You can only get 50 to 60 cents on the dollar for those food stamps. Shout out to you, Robert. Oh, man. Carson, when's the next stream? Sunday. Sunday football. Jets, Bills, and then obviously we got the Broncos and the Vikings. And then Monday night, Chiefs, Eagles is going to be crazy. Father Time says, thank you, Jay and Wrenches, for holding this down. Frederica, where are you at? I need to see you in the chat. I need to know that you got your acknowledgement. I want to make sure you got it. Make sure you got it. Shout out to you, Geared Up. Saturday games, it's possible. I got to see. Oh, no, I can't. It's Lil Jay's birthday party Saturday, so can't do it Saturday. Robert says, thank you, Jay, for your service tonight. Of course, much love. Unmade says, yep, can't wait for the Chiefs Eagles. Geared Up says, trade Joe for some Cookie Crisp. Okay. Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp discussed whether Burrow was worth the money. I think they're going to have some kind of talk about him, but I don't think it's going to be at the level of how he should be scrutinized, because if he played this game, I think he still would have lost. But they're not going to come down on him too hard because he was injured. That's my take on it. Jerome says humiliating defeat for the injury-riddled Bengals. They can kiss the dreams of glory goodbye. All right. Shout out to you, Frederica. Much love. Thank you. Johnny says Wendy Joe is good. You won't see him till next year. Yeah, he good. Carson, have a good night, man. Michelle says see you Sunday. Happy birthday, Lil J. Shout out to you, Michelle. All right, everybody. Yeah, see you guys on Sunday. If you have not, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. Lock it in. I am currently 16 games? 17 games? Whatever it is. I'll just say I'm 1-0. I'm 1-0, and if you rock with Jay, you supposed to make some money tonight. You supposed to make some money tonight if you rock with Jay. Try to tell you guys, but people love to go against me sometimes, and I get it, right? You got to make your own bets. I get it. But for those who rock with me, you did it. Ravens took it. I called it 34-20, and there it is. I'll see you guys on Sunday. We'll get into a recap tomorrow. We'll talk about Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. I'll drop a video about that. And then that'll be some content for you guys tomorrow. Hold you over until Sunday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a great evening. Much love to each and every one of you. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family. All the listeners, all the watchers, thank you all for the support and the love. Good night. Good night.
Now my mind is blown. No surprise. Guess I should have known. Oh, now my mind is blown. No surprise. Guess I should have known. You got control of me. Break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Grounds they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades, walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave. You got control of me, break my barricades, walls are crumbling. Every single time you say I cave. Now my mind is blown. No surprise. Guess I should have known. Oh, now my mind is blown. No surprise. Guess I should have known. You got control of me. Break my barricades. Walls are crumbling. Grounds they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay, I cave. Kinda like it. I kinda like it.